Right, there we have it. Pinned the link. Yeah, as you can tell by the title, I did take a little handful of mushrooms. I'm not tripping balls, but I'm trying extremely hard not to make myself fucking giggle or just not to giggle. So yeah, I think it's going to be one of them streams. Yeah, I'm nice and chill, nice and happy. Yeah, it was a big handful. I don't know, 40 or 50 dry mushrooms. So, enough. I was sat earlier thinking, I've got loads, so why not? And if I'm feeling in the mood for it, I know I'm not going to have a fucking a bad one at all. Jen. And I said, no, I don't steal airwaves. All right.
Hey, Ministry. All right, buddy.
Evening.
All right, cool, man. You're on the mushrooms. I like mushrooms.
Yeah, only a small dose, only a little handful.
Yeah, I've never taken the ones you've taken. I eat mushrooms all the time, but not the ones you've took. I know a place like on this certain grassy area where they grow around September, and I'm going to take a bag down and just grab them all. I want to do mushrooms this year. I've decided.
I haven't taken them for years and years and years, but I've been collecting them, and I just thought, fuck it, why not take a small dose? It's only going to make me giggly and hallucinate a little bit, I suppose. So I was in the mood. So why not? If you're not in the right mood, if you're not in the right place, then just don't bother.
We all need to be positive for Ministry, guys, because it's going to be one hell of a Saturday night for Ministry, guys. When you take like shit psychedelic stuff, guys, if people who haven't touched,
it'll be very mild. It'll be very mild. But I know, what I'm doing with them. So I know how many to take for a mild dose.
Yeah.
But not sort of microdosing. A mild dose just to have a giggle.
Yeah. The 90s, I used to take all the, that paper that's dabbed with this special liquid.
Yeah.
I took loads of that. So,
Yeah, same here.
I've heard it's the same as the mushroom, kind of the same stuff. Is that what they make it out of?
Kind of. Every batch of LSD is different because they get the ratios of chemicals different. So some will make you laugh more, some will make you fucking cry. You know what I mean? It just depends on whoever's made the batch up, I suppose.
I've never had a bad one, never had a bad one. I've took quite a lot, like about 20, I'd say.
I had a couple of bad ones, and that was the end of it for me. No more psychedelics. It's the first time I've taken psychedelics in probably, fucking hell, 30 years.
There's a golden rule, like when you've told, be in a happy place, That's the golden rule, I think.
Yeah. All right, Vincent. Good evening. All right, Yogi. Don't know if I missed anyone else. I always watch the chat. I'm not taking much notice tonight, so.
Yeah, cool. It's always good on a Saturday night, isn't it, on YouTube?
Yeah. I've been walking my dwarf's legs off the last fucking week. So, doing lots of miles a day. So, I am absolutely knackered this evening. That's another reason why I took some mushrooms. I thought, fuck it, it'd just keep me up for an extra couple of hours.
It's funny because when I'm awake, I never want to go to sleep, and when I'm asleep, I never want to wake up.
I'm not the best of sleepers, but because I'm so tired. I didn't want to go to bed at like 8 o'clock and wake up at fucking 4 and have to get up and make tea and fucking all sorts.
Yeah. I think to explain to people who haven't took psychedelics before, it's like, imagine your maddest dream that you've ever had. Yeah. You'll remember your psychedelic trip like that maddest dream you've ever had.
Yeah.
Wakes certain parts of your brain, fires them.
Well, I came off the mountain yesterday morning with I don't know, 70, 80 mushrooms, which is a good dose. That's a good trip. 70 or 80 mushrooms is, good. You're going to see things and experience things on 80 to 100 mushrooms. And I went down my mate's garage and his mate was there. He was staying in his van outside. And I just gave him to him, because my mate said, he's into the psychedelics. He microdoses and loves DMT and that. So I just said, you can have these, mate.
Cool.
You sure? I just fucking take them. I said, it's just taking me an hour or two to pick them. I said, you're more than welcome to them. I don't consume them. You can have them. He gratefully fucking took them. So I wonder how his night went last night in his camper.
Yeah, he's probably still awake now, like with Prodigy playing at full blast. Do you wear gloves when you pick them? I was wondering.
No.
No? Does it not absorb through your skin? So I joined a Facebook group called psychedelics and mushrooms and that.
Cheers, mods. Thank you, mods.
All about the mushrooms. And
keep on top of it, mods. For fuck's sake, anyone being untoward, just fucking get rid. We'll have none of that fucking nonsense and disrupting in here. It's not about that tonight.
Well, I've no trouble in here.
What's all this noise? We'll have no trouble here. It's a local stream for local people.
Yeah. I didn't even know about one. I joined this Facebook group and everyone was posting pictures of the mushrooms that they picked, in town centres and that. You know what I mean? I was thinking, wow. So I kept an eye out because I know what they look like.
Eggs.
I found a massive batch.
They're up your way. Get up on the moors and you'll find shitloads, chubby.
I was going to pick them.
The highest points. And I don't mean climbing up big rocky crags where there's no grass, but sort of the highest points where sort of sheep graze and all that. Yeah. You'll find them up there. You've got the right altitude. They got Liberty caps are above a certain altitude. Very rarely find them on sort of, say, sea level or floodplain places. It's always on the hills.
The hills have mushrooms. I was told on that group as well that always leave the stem. Don't pick it from the root because they won't go back next year if you pull the root out.
Oh no! If you pull the root, it doesn't really matter. You can just cut them off, but they'll grow back. The mycelium is in the soil,
right?
So pulling the root out of the mycelium doesn't make any difference. The fungal mycelium layer is still there, and you can go to one place one year and have a bumper crop off a small patch of grass. Fill your bag. And then the next year you'll go there and there'll be nothing. So it's just all down to the mycelium cycle, where they come up.
Yeah, the mycelium cycle.
All right, Natch.
Hello, Bonnie lad.
Good evening.
I'm good, kiddo.
Good. Yeah.
I just see everyone talking about. Sorry, what was that?
I was just going to say, I know I don't have to apologise, but my stream the other night, I was trying to pull fucking Gamer up at chirping at you.
The
panels for the chat because that grates on me. So you know what I mean. Yeah, he was being a twat, to be honest.
He's always a twat, Ministry. You should know that.
Oh, Jimmy.
What I came up for, Ministry though is can you put me little name up on the screen?
That one.
Dino's deed.
Yeah. Apparently.
Yeah. Well, I met the guy. I've been on operations with that guy. I know he's a rat bastard, and I feel no sorrow for him dying early.
You shouldn't be saying that, dude. You know what I mean? That's disrespectful.
You go and fuck yourself, Chubby, you fat cunt.
I would if my cock was
He's
big.
being a bit disrespectful towards the.
Don't speak ill of the dead,
Disney.
you mean ministry.
Yeah.
Okay, what about when they were alive and they tried to tarnish you with their lies? Him and his fat last daughter.
Well, you should say the shit after, you know what I mean? And the
You
shit
shut your gob. I'm not talking to you, Chubby, you fat cunt. Shut your fucking gob. I'm
You're talking
talking to
to me
ministry. Oh,
You're talking
shut
to me
up,
now.
you fucking sausage cunt.
You're being
Tell me,
disrespectful.
answer my question, ministry.
What's that? Go on, go again. What was the question?
So you weren't even listening.
Well,
Doesn't know.
Chubby started talking, so
There was no question. He just came on to this. Do you know who that guy? You know what I mean? I mean, look at his
You
name.
shut your gob, Chubby. Ministry.
Tell me what to
What
do.
happened?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck off, minister. Fuck off, you chubby fat cunt.
Don't tell me what to do.
I don't think it's very kosher to bring up something that happened now he's passed. Maybe should have been brought up when he was fit enough to have the argument himself, shall I say, to make it politically correct. And
yeah, it's cowardly to do it now. He can't defend himself. Why didn't you do it when he was alive?
I did well do it when he was alive, you fucking sausage, but I don't post everything, right? I've got loads of shit on here, man, to plod or not to plod. Just keep your gob shut, chubby cunt. Keep your gob shut till I've finished talking, and then you can talk, right? You little chipolata sausage, you little fucking black pudding, you little miniature black pudding cunt. Shut your gob up.
I'll only speak when you allow me to speak from now on.
Good girl. There's a good girl. Now, Chubby, sit. Good girl. I met that guy, ministry, right? Him and Plod a couple of times. He was a dirty, lying rat fuck, right? And his daughter, his eldest, I met a couple of his daughters, but his eldest daughter, the big fat one, like she's quite pretty, but she's canny fat, right? The two of them got together and made a little movie about me saying I was molesting her and all that crap, which was obviously a total load of bollocks. So there you go. There you go, chubby cunt. I'm glad he's dead, right? I'm glad. I'm happy. He had 54 years and he didn't die at the hands of a paedophile when he was 3, 4, or 5, or 6.
Oh, that'll do. That's too much. That's too far. Come on.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to help people who are like him, you know.
Yeah, you can't descend it into bringing like children and ages into it, for fuck's sake. The guy's just passed away. Natural's obviously celebrating with a bottle or two. So yeah, he can celebrate on his own. I don't want that talk on here.
Yeah, I mean, Mark Kelly did it live like half an hour ago. Fucking hell. Peter Pope is doing the same thing.
Hello.
Hiya.
Go on, Chubby. Sorry, Chubby.
Sorry. So I was on now. She can have the floor.
No, go on, finish what you're saying.
I was just saying Mark Kelly started a live half an hour ago, but all his internet wasn't working. And then Peter Pope came on and he said exactly the same thing as what N-Books just said. started saying them same comments, disgusting, horrible comments. You know.
I did never. I don't think you did. Stop shit staring, Chubby. Put your spoon away for one night.
No, I'm not. I'm just making observations and just telling you my observations. You know,
And
it's
to be
relevant.
fair, only has a bit of it, yeah.
Yeah. Can you
Well, I
turn
think,
your bits
do
off?
you know what? Oh,
Yeah.
I've never heard that before, Joe.
It's crackling as well. I love your voice. You got one of the best voices on YouTube. I even did a film for you.
Did you do a film for me?
Film? Yeah. It
I
was,
think, right, if you've got hatred towards a person, if you've got beef, whatever, at the time that they've just died, there's a time and a place. There's no need to express it now. And if you
No,
expressed
no,
it before,
exactly.
what point are you making by going, oh, we stand by it? Can you just have a period of civilization where you act like a grown adult with some sort of humanity and just say nothing? If you've got nothing nice to say nothing. See?
your
You don't have to
microphone's
come up
crackling.
and profess your hatred.
Yeah, your microphone's crackling a little bit, so I just want to say.
Is there? I'm on a headphones. In fact, is that any better?
Yeah, just carry on. It's all right. Yeah. Just
Is,
that one.
is
Just
it
one.
better or not? Because
Nah,
I
it's
can just change.
just the
Same. Hang on.
yeah.
Like
That's
that,
knocked
like.
the flow out of the stream, hasn't it?
A little, a little.
Is it
But
better or
no, I
not?
couldn't have that. I couldn't have him
Yeah.
saying all that sort.
Well, just move on. There's going to be, listen, it's the internet, it's the Wild West, unregulated, whatever. Everybody that's got any hatred to spill, any vitriol you want to get out, bring it here. So, we all know what happens. Doesn't matter. But
It shows the measure of a man.
from
You know, if I was going to wish someone dead, it would be like someone who really, really hurt me, not just some stranger on YouTube.
No,
You
definitely
know,
not.
it's the measure of a man. You know, and it's cowardly as well. You know, yeah, but you know, I accept people for who they are. I'm glad.
It's the old comedy thing, isn't it? Oh, too soon? Well, fuck yeah, it's way too soon, dude. For fuck's sake, it's YouTube. Have a bit of if you didn't like the guy, still have a little bit of respect.
Yeah.
Mince, just look at the back chat for us, love.
Yeah, so I've seen Agent X saying that the other day, like as well.
Yeah, listen, that Sarah got her words twisted and she said, oh, it wasn't me. It wasn't, she didn't tell Zara, but anything with
Please,
my name in, you didn't.
nothing to do with kids in the chat, please. Please.
We don't believe anything like that anyway, guys. Because
Be honest, you'd be wise too, wouldn't you? But
anyone can
anyway,
say,
just move on. Let's move on. It's a bit shit, and do you know what I find a bit sad that when Mosley died, there was people saying like they wanted proof and all that of the family, and at least there's been a bit of solidarity and collective sadness over Dino. But it once again, it's just a display of if your face fits. But big up Dino.
Yeah, not doubting that, Agent, but yeah, I'm trying to keep the chat as clean as possible. So
yeah,
nothing against you, but that I had to remove that.
Yeah, save it for your own horrific live streams, lives on children. Go on.
Yeah, don't worry, Agent. I'll follow your channel, Agent. You can see it on your own channel. But Ministry's had some mushrooms and that, you know what I mean? We're on with happy stuff tonight. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
everyone has
positive,
you know?
Negative Nancy coming over here, bringing your negativity.
And
Anybody
Peter,
got any good memories to share about Dino?
He's a legend.
Do you remember when he did the what's it called, urban bloody exploring? And
oh yeah,
he got stuck on the gate going into that old pub. He jumped over, but the back of his kicks got stuck on the gate, and he was like hanging off.
I was going to have a look in the old fucking. Oh, go on, carry on.
In the old archives. Go on.
was just going to say I was going to have a look in the old care home / lunatic asylum the other day, but went across the road into the park because it's called the Beaches. It's a closed-in walled park. Fucking coppers were parked there, so the kids must have been in there causing trouble. So I'll have to stay away for a bit before I do a proper Ubex on it. You know, get inside and risk my
Don't think
life.
you're jumping over any walls and shit now, like double legged. Have you seen
Oh, I'm
people
very
jump over
agile.
walls with twigs?
I'm
Oh yeah,
very agile for an undermountain dwarf type.
you've got legs about 2 foot tall, ministry. You're not jumping any.
No, they're extremely muscular, so I can spring like a gazelle.
What are those things called that you get rabies and they go raccoons? They're surprisingly strong.
Trash
They
panda.
get and they attack people as they're coming out the homes. Have you seen that video where the mum, she's got like a CCTV and she takes a little daughter out and she's just walking down a path and a rancid rabied raccoon comes out and attacks the child in front of the mum and the mum's volleying it in the head and everything. I'll send you his box. But it's off its tits, it stands up on its back legs with its arms wide open like, Huzzah! I'm gonna get you.
Yeah, they can be. I've seen videos, and they can be friendly little buggers coming in, being and fed, and then the next day the same one can come in and kick the shit out of you because you don't feed them quick enough. They're very
It's when,
temperamental, and they're funny
it's when you
when
get
you see videos of them
rabies.
bin dipping and they get beer.
Oh
'Cause
yeah, I've seen the chicken beer. I've seen but when they get rabies, it does something to the brain. It's like a toxic poison to the brain, and it makes them literally into zombies. And they just
yeah,
attacked this 3-year-old kid. They took her down by her backpack and started mauling her face. Oh my God, I shouldn't laugh so much, but you might want to show it, Vince. I'm sure you'll be fine. Oh, I don't know. I think Dino took down all his old videos of Air Beckson. Remember at Halloween, we wanted to go to this cave that was near me, and I was like, "Oh, I don't know. Like, I can't. I've got off pops. Halloween, my boy was out, and he was like, bring her with us. He's like, we just put head torches on. I was like, no, I'm not bringing a child to a dark cave, and I'm agoraphobic and scared of the dark as
yeah. We
well.
just had. I don't usually bring it up, but we just had someone backstage that. Oh, he's back. Authenticated. Hello? Yeah, thought so. Yeah, well done, you. That's really, really, really nice of you. Yeah, I really don't like seeing that stuff. It's not for me, I'm afraid. Yeah, prawn
All
bomber.
band. Yeah.
Yeah, prawn bomber. Prawn bomber, yeah.
The irony.
Brendan Curington, a picture of a black guy in trousers and a shirt, just to let everybody know.
Yeah, you did
Authenticated
flash
with
it
the
up.
same
You
name.
did flash it up for a second.
Yep.
Yeah, but the irony of the timing.
Well, what's the
Anyway,
timing?
doesn't matter.
Is someone going live?
What are you seeing like colours and shit? Yeah. What's
What's,
the feeling? I tried to get this. I tried to catch it, didn't I? I said I just want to know. What are you? How are you feeling? What's the difference? What's the effects that you're feeling right now?
I'm just very chill, not really hallucinating because I haven't got a lot of light. All I've got on is that atmosphere generating thing. No, just chill and want to spontaneously giggle. But that's about it, really.
Yeah, no.
It
Was it
was
how
only
the
it was a
change?
very mild dose. It was you
That
know,
didn't look
as
mild.
a kid, the smallest we would take was 50, and I took about 35 earlier, so I knew it's going to be very mild.
Yeah, sure, it's going to be mild.
Yeah.
Yeah. It looked disgusting.
Yeah, I have a picture of a catfish instead.
Just trying to get this roach in.
Yeah, Connie, I'll get on with Natch, but he's playing up a bit at the minute on channels, I think. Has he been targeted because of like some shit the game has done or something, or released? I don't know. I don't keep up with most of it. I don't watch a lot of the streams, so
You know what you don't see doesn't hurt you. It doesn't bother you. You get a real life to distract you. Do you know what I mean? This is not the be all and end all for all of us. Not going to sit on here with a vengeance. Oh, they said this against me. Right, whatever. You carry on with your nasty negative self, and I'll be quite happy. Sure. Ministry, is that it? You just feel chill. There's no other side effects whatsoever. You're not seeing colours or no epiphanies.
nah, not really, not yet. I may do at some point, but no, not really.
Do you think you're a little bit immune because of the use of the drug abuse?
No, I think it's probably because I'm concentrating on something.
Okay.
He's having a wank.
Doing a live stream, so I'm concentrating on I'm not putting the chat up as much as I usually would, but I am trying to concentrate to keep an eye on the chat 'cause it's a bit tutti fruity. So yeah, no.
You know, someone says to me, Chubby, we're going to make a team of YouTubers who are going to be like,
Yeah.
77th.
Yeah.
We said.
Sorry, yeah, I just looked across the room at something, and yeah,
Hallucinating now.
You've
I
just
am
looked across the room.
hallucinating, but it's just like shadows moving, stuff like that.
But you're not moving. So where are the shadows moving?
Well, the shadows aren't moving. It's just my mind is telling my eyes that they are.
Oh.
Yeah. Have you ever took psychedelics, Sarah?
No, I plan to. I'm waiting for the kids to get old enough, right? One's nearly old enough. But I've got about 6 years to wait, and then I've got a full bucket list of psychedelics and shaman to go to. Like, bye kids, see you in a couple of years.
Oh,
Back with dreadlocks and stuff.
Yeah. I would say clear your diary for at least a week, you know.
I'm clear for 2 years.
Defender of the meek.
Defender of the meek.
Yes, you're about fucking Darth Vader. Defender of the
Are you
meek.
taking the piss?
No, I'm not. Vader's fucking number one on there, isn't he?
He's defender of the meek.
Yeah.
Not say that. Of the meek. He uses the meek. He stands on them like fucking ants, like an evil kid going to school. He finds an ant's nest and goes there and stands on them all, like enjoying it.
Hello, Mr.
I think we've awakened the devil or something.
Who's there?
The devil. Mama said that girls are the devil.
Mama said I'm a clever boy, no matter what people say.
Chubby, yeah, no, Chubby, yeah, no.
Hiya, Shady.
It's Beelzebub. There you are. Beelzebub.
I think that it's
coming to me.
Hello, Beelzebub. I like this mask. You've really got into the Halloween theme really quite soon.
Hiya, Shady.
You know what they say.
Yeah, it's not the spider behind them that he has to worry about. It's the ones crawling all over him.
Yeah.
Look into my eyes.
Not around my eyes. Look into my eyes.
Look into my eyes. Who do you spy?
Hey, have a look at the avatar. Just stare into those eyes. Nice.
Any
Any
wild
guesses?
guesses?
Do you know who it is yet? Do you know who it is?
I do, obviously.
Of course
Yeah,
you
now,
do.
Jimmy. Yeah, now.
Yeah, Shady, guys. Very, very Halloweeny of you, Shady. So,
Oh, Nathan,
No.
get your ass up here, you fucking ginger biscuit. Stop fucking around. Get up here.
Right.
Hello, Nathan.
Hello, Nathan's. Come
Hello,
on, we want to
Nathan.
hear all about Torb shitting out on that. It'll be funny as fuck.
Right, Minister, I was just gonna go and say that you know what they're saying in the comments. I was just gonna go and say you can't go and say that about me because I was gonna go and say on my community page that you was gonna go and say. So, oh, I love Nathan. He's absolute entertainment quality.
yeah, I just wish he'd lay off the ban button, you know what I mean? I
I
can't
have a nice picture of Nathan, which I found really amusing, and I don't want to piss him off.
Is that you,
I
Peter?
know.
Yeah, I just want to make it quick and sweet. How can we change this back to Nathan? That is important when we're talking about Dino and his passing. You got to remember this. It's people like Nathan that's going to do this sort of thing by the attitudes we've got towards these people. If we don't change ourselves, we're not going to change anybody else. And before we change anybody else, we need to change ourselves. Anyway, thank you. I gotta go. Good night.
All right,
Yeah.
Peter. Thank you for coming up.
Yeah, Peter, people can't change people. People can only change themselves.
Yep.
And that's one of my quotes. You know? But yeah, Peter, guys, Peter's been saying some horrible shit tonight, like N-Book was there, but you know, people have like brain injuries and that. I think that's what it is. You know, I think
Legs are away.
if I was going to assemble a team of YouTubers, it'd be like Ministries or Shady, and all the other ones who've got the bottle to come on panels, you know what I mean, and do live streams. They're the good YouTubers. All these ones in the background, they're just there niggling away at everyone, aren't they? Because they haven't got the balls to do it themselves.
I
So
swallowed my soul.
yeah, no, that challenge.
Nathan,
wasn't
being
enough.
on panel and eating has never stopped you.
Yes.
I swallow your soul.
Yeah, I wouldn't hire Nathan for the team. You know, the elite YouTube team, because he uses the ban button too much. You know, if you stop that, then maybe.
Well, he will lighten up, but he does take things to heart, and
yeah, it doesn't.
When he gets a bit of a thicker skin, it will change, won't it?
Yeah. Shady, you want to take a breath, man? You're going to be suffering from like carbon dioxide. You know, you need masks. I've learned a lot about masks lately, and you need to put some air holes in that mask. You know what I mean? You're going to end up with bacterial pneumonia if you don't.
Who does Shady? Where's Shady?
My battery's low. I've got to go. See you next time.
Yeah. Actually, it's not Shady. It's Skeletor. It's like
he was. He's gone to find He-Man for a scrap.
He has the power.
Yeah, it's going to be a strange one. It's going to be a quiet and
because there's
a few going in there. So you know, people love their drama and political debate on a Saturday.
Yeah. Well, You know what, guys? It's easy to get your Saturday night ruined by some commenters on YouTube. Just let's dismiss them. Let's come on. It's Saturday night, guys. Let's have a laugh. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what most important thing to me is a sense of humor, having a laugh. Everything else is secondary and extended.
Yep. Well, this was just an impromptu live, like I said. I said to Nathan's the other day, I got to be feeling it, and I was feeling it, and you know, not that I go out of my way to clash with anybody, but if I'm feeling it, I go live. It doesn't matter who else is live.
Yeah.
You know, I don't hold any. Yeah, I like certain. I like people's channels that are live at the moment. I obviously do a lot and get on with them well, but
Do you think there might be like people who are on like multiple channels at one time on a Saturday night? Because all the best YouTubers.
Oh yeah, on definitely on multiple devices. I don't do it. Because I've got two screens on the computer, so I could do it, but I could split both screens twice. So, but I just can't be asked to it. It's too much to take in, and I'll just watch the streams that tickle my fancy. No, usually Marks is a stalwart on a Saturday night, but it'll be heavily politics related tonight. So
yeah, and that's why I stayed here, because I'm more of a creative type than like reading the newspaper politics type. And I know you're one hell of a funny character. I mean, you're off the scale funny. You're better than anyone else on YouTube.
Well, I can be. I can also be quite malicious but funny with it. But
yeah,
it's only when people poke me and that,
Yeah. Yeah. Poke you. Oof. Hey, matron.
Yeah, ooh, matron. Yeah, it's Saturday night, so I'm going to have another extra long doobie to celebrate Saturday night.
Yeah, I'm going to pour myself a drink. And I'm running out of weight, so I'm going to make it last. So just have a single skin, that'll be enough.
Yeah, I shouldn't have really, but I did put a little community post up today of something I had through the letterbox. It should be sorted for me for Christmas. Yummy.
Right. They were calling you a letterbox mouth the other day.
Yeah.
It was quite funny, actually, that one. That skit.
And yeah, I thought I'd chuck the live stream up as well. Like I said, fucking up earlier. I've done, I don't know, maybe fucking 10 miles walking today in a couple of walks. So, and I've been doing that all week. So today my legs are absolutely fucking knackered. My little dwarf legs. My calves are killing.
Yeah, I normally walk about a couple of miles about 5 times a week, 4 or 5.
Good for you. Good for you.
Yeah, I've got a bad back, so I wish I could walk further. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I sort of I got lower back pain, so I sort of try and battle through that with walking. Not so incentivized since I haven't had a dog, but I've been getting out on my own and fucking headphones in and put something on that I'm in the mood for. Like this morning, it was Acid House, so I was marching around the mountain listening to Acid House at fucking 8 o'clock this morning for 2 hours. Fucking lovely.
Yeah, I do that a lot, So I'm on like universal credit now, so I can do that. You know what I mean?
Yep.
It's great. Like, you know,
Yep.
just lying in bed all day. Perfect. You know,
Yep.
oh, pay all your bills as well. I was like, jeez.
Well, after we paid all our bills, fucking, I get carers allowance. That's it. I don't claim anything myself, even though I could, but you know.
Yeah. One thing people probably don't realise about ministry.
Oh, Dave.
He's a caring person, you know. I mean, that's his like legacy. He cares for people, you know. Very caring person. You know.
Biscuit.
Hiya.
Hello.
Hi.
Yeah,
You like my picture of Ultra?
oh, well.
Yeah. What's with the catfish pic, Dave? That's my pet catfish, and his name's Ultra. He's a male catfish, but he likes to dress as ladies and try and woo ladies by pretending he's a lady. So there you go.
He used to come at me in fucking in somebody else's chat. So I basically told him
he's a mong. That's why
he's having a big bitch fit as usual. It's actually quite
What's
pathetic.
he
I mean, Zara's literally just gone and done her usual bitchiness of taking the piss out of my community page. Do you hear me crying like a big baby?
Yes.
No, it's the Zara. She's just a bitch. Nothing more, nothing less. What's new? Zara, there's no malice intended. It's a speaking.
Good evening.
How's it going, guys?
Good evening. Good evening.
How you doing, Food Toy?
Welcome.
Doing good. How you doing, Nathan?
Food Toy, I'm all good. Mr. Mr. Terminator.
Pussy hole.
Mr. Terminator didn't show.
Pussy hole.
Oh, of course he didn't. Of course he didn't,
Yeah,
Nathan.
he didn't show. He was too busy in Charing
never
Cross
show.
doing audits with his with the Hippo Master, Mr. Cakes Eater.
No.
I don't know what you mean.
JJ, Hippo Master.
Come on, Nathan.
What?
JJ's said or done nothing to you now.
No, he's old Food Toy. I think he's a he's a fucking cake master. He should be the fucking director of adverts of Mr. Kipling's.
Nice.
Come on, Nathan. Stick to
It's all right,
Torbs.
man.
Stick to Torbs.
Guys.
What? He should be. I'm sure that Mr. Kipling wouldn't mind fucking sending him a batch to try.
Well, I'm just going to put it out there. I wouldn't mind sponsorship from Kipling's Cakes, to be honest.
All
They're
right,
fucking
then,
expensive now.
all right then.
You're doubled in
hello,
price, mate. You don't
Yeah,
understand.
leave JJ out of it, Nathan.
Yeah.
Come on now. Do you know what happened? I was on. Who was I on? Oh, I was on Gamers, and Gamers started saying that he was gonna like do some seriously violent stuff to Torbs. I tried to talk him out of it. You know what I mean? Whatever I feel about Torbs, I don't feel somebody should do violence to another person. You know, especially over freaking YouTube. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So I tried to talk to him about it. I tried talking him out of it and told him, just do what I do. Unsubscribe. You'll never see him. Your life be happier.
No,
Right? And then I came onto another panel a few days later, and Tubbs comes up. You know, hey, Fudo, keep your name out of my mouth. Or keep my name out of your mouth.
It's better to do it white collar.
You know what I mean? You brought it up first. A bunch of bullshit. Accusing me of a bunch of bullshit. The guy's nuts. The guy's
listen.
and calling me out to a fight, calling me out for one of these fake fights. Come on, Tubbs. You ain't gonna fight anybody. If they sneeze, you lost, Tubbs. You'd break in half, mate, if they sneeze.
Food Toy, listen, let me go and tell you something right about Torbs. You can tell just by looking at him, like the man's fucking depressed and not happy. So I think, you know, we should all give him so much sympathy. Oh, okay, Torbs. Listen, it's okay, Torbs. Oh, you know, I'll back down because you're all sad and lonely, miserable fucking old sod with a very, very big gap between a couple of your teeth and the next one incoming.
I couldn't care about the guy at all. It's just that he told me to keep his name out of my mouth. So I'm just gonna keep his name in my mouth for a while, just to show him that
I can, and there's not a goddamn thing you can do about it, except except one of these false calls me out for a fight. Yeah, I'll be there, Tubbs.
You watch now, because Torbs didn't turn up. He's gonna go off grid now. You watch. You're not gonna see him on YouTube for some time.
But he's never gonna
appear
turn
out
up,
of the blue
Nathan.
back onto YouTube, and then he's gonna be thinking that everything's gonna be all fine.
See you, Peter.
Good evening, Ministry. It's me.
He's
I'd
never
like to
gonna turn up.
I'd like
Nathan.
to disagree with both here. I've
Oh,
met the guy.
good
I've
for
met
you.
the
Good for
guy.
you.
I have met
For you.
the guy.
And did you
at
fight? And was it a
8:30.
fight? You went for a fight, right, Peter?
No,
or did you
Right,
not?
let me explain something to you then. Let me explain something
Answer
to
the
you
question. Answer the
Let
question.
me
Did
explain
you
it
or did
then,
you
the
not go to fight
answer.
the guy?
I've heard the question. Let me explain the answer.
It's a yes or
I
no.
drove.
There's no
I
other.
No
answer.
drove.
one gave you a question. You just want to popped up. You
No, I
did.
did. I gave him a question. Did he go to fight Tubbs? And the answer, I'll give you the answer, to Peter. It's one word. Yes, you did. Did you fight? One word. No.
Can I tell you why we didn't?
No, you didn't.
Can I tell you why we didn't?
Go on, Peter. Go on, Peter.
Go on then.
Go on then.
Right. I set off at 4:30 in the morning to get there on time. When I turned around, I said to him the night before, I will see you at 8:30. He says, oh, one can Van Dam, you this, that, and the other. Yeah. So I thought, are you taking the piss? So I reached there. I've also done it to a few others along the time. Two people, which I can't really bring onto YouTube. Yeah, because they, different story. Let's get back to what I was talking about. So anyway, when I met Tubbs, I will tell you something. He was game. And I mean game.
I don't believe you.
So what? Let me finish. You've asked the question. Let me finish before you butt in.
The answer was yes or no.
He was game to the point where he went inside and came out tooled up. That's how much game that man.
He came out tooled up.
So that's game because the man was.
So what he's trying to say is, doesn't matter what he's saying is this. Let me finish, please.
Did you hear that?
Let me finish what I'm saying.
Let Peter finish, please.
Right, my experience. Excuse me, pal. My experience of it was this: the man went inside, came out tooled up, prepared to go for it, regardless of what he had in his pocket or who he was confronted with. Now, I will not say that Tubbs backed down any way, shape, or form. He was game.
What was he tooled up with?
Until it ended in an amicable way.
What was he tooled up with?
He couldn't have won, and neither could I, because it was 50-50 from the start to the end. Nobody knew the beginning.
Peter,
Nobody knew
Morning glory, Captain.
Any of us
won
won
that
that fight.
Come on, like.
We cannot any of us won that fight. So listen, Irish cunt that's trying to play the fucking, the Piper. Please keep your mouth shut while somebody else is listening. You don't need to be heard because you can't be seen. You don't need to be heard because you can't be seen. Because you're not fucking heard half the time, and you are seen because you put your camera on. That's what you're noticed. Please listen, shut your mouth and wait till somebody else is finished talking, and then you may be able to bring something to the table. Brutoy, please, back to your fucking point that you threw your mouth on, you fucking prick. Go on. I have
He's
no
a pussy, nothing
my
more,
load.
nothing less. He's gone off.
Yeah, what did he come out? Hold on, Nathan. What did he come out to?
Yeah. And
what did he come out
to? Hold on. Fucking mouth, Peter. He was meant to do a live stream in fucking Shepherd's Bush, all right, yeah? And he didn't do fucking diddly squat. Instead, he was too busy dancing around at police stations in Charing Cross with fucking JJ Adventures.
Listen.
Look at JJ's channel because I've already seen the fucking video.
Listen to this.
I'm going to put it up on my fucking
I ain't got a clue what you're talking about right now. I haven't got a clue what you're talking about because I'm not talking talking about your
Exactly,
situation right now.
Pope. You don't know
Please
what
being
you're
what
fucking
your
about. You're doing it to
situation
Princess
is. Because,
Angela
hold
right
on,
now, Pope. And
hold
jumping in when
on.
you know fuck all
Just
about the
because you
Holocaust
know what you're
situation. You're
talking
just
about
coming
doesn't
in
mean say the
and
rest of
saying
us
about
do.
what you've gone through.
Nathan,
Nobody gives a
Nathan,
fuck
I
about
think
when you
Nathan,
doorstep
hold on.
innocent
I think
twat.
Peter was addressing food toy at
Nobody
the end
cares
there.
about when you
Oh,
doorstep
here
and
we
go and have
go.
a cuppa, Peter.
It's all right, man.
Jesus Christ,
Listen,
man.
are you going to have an adult conversation
No, because listen, there's
or
no
are you going to have
adult
a childish
conversation here,
conversation?
Peter. No
What
one
is
gives
it
a
you're going to
shit,
do?
Peter.
Oh, it's a
The
childish
matter of the fact is,
conversation.
all right,
Hold
yeah,
on a
you
minute. Let's get the
doorstep him, all right,
nappy on
yeah?
so I can get
He
down
was
to your.
meant to
Hold on.
be
Let's get a
outside.
nappy on so I
He's
can
a
get down to your
shepherd's
level,
bird.
and let's get a fucking dummy in my
Oh,
mouth
fuck off,
so I
man.
can't speak
Seriously.
anymore. Please,
Fuck
please,
off. Because
listen.
you talk
This isn't an
shit.
adult conversation. If Tubbs has
Because
come
there's
down,
no
we'll
adult
meet him.
conversation to
We'll
have
meet
here,
him.
Peter.
I
No one
guarantee
gives
you
a
then.
fuck
I
about whether the
guarantee you
man was,
then. I
you know,
guarantee you.
pulled up
I
or
will put
not.
£1,000, if not £10,000
Oh,
it will do you in instantly.
You
Instantly.
haven't got 10
That's how
pence.
much
instantly.
I have in this world.
Fuck off, Peter. He couldn't even fucking turn up in fucking Shepherd's Bush, you silly little cunt. He went off grid,
Where
alright,
was you then?
after
Where
he
was
got
you
put on
then?
a track
With your
program,
videos? Where was you
Peter.
then? With your
And you're
videos
licking his
proving that you
arsehole.
was there?
Fuck off,
Where
Peter.
was
Stop
you
licking his
with your
arse, Peter.
videos
I
proving you
was
was there?
in
Was
my
you on the
property,
guy?
you
Oh, come
daft
on.
little
Your
cunt,
mouth
Peter,
is as
waiting
big
for
as
him
your
to go
balls.
live.
That's never been
what?
emptied.
He's just
Your
licking
mouth
his
is as
arse.
big as your
He
balls.
didn't
That's never
fucking
been
turn
emptied.
up. So you
Stop
tell
giving
me,
it
alright,
loads,
something I
10
shouldn't
to the
fucking know,
dozen,
Peter.
when you don't have
You talk
nothing to
shit,
give.
Peter.
I will
Nath,
put my love
Nath,
into
in my
Tubbs.
opinion, Tubbs was
Oh,
never going to
fuck
tell you
off.
where he
Would
was. He was
wreck
on a
you up.
wind up. Tubbs was on
Peter,
a wind up with you, Nath. He was
Anyway,
on a
this
wind
is
up. He
the
wasn't
weekend.
going to tell
And
you
the
where he
way
was.
we get off and,
And you
what
got
was
me
he tooled up with,
totally.
Nate? Or Peter?
I've got
Peter,
to
what was
let
he
go
tooled up with? Peter,
because
what was he
you're
tooled
bringing
up
me up
with?
too far for me to shout to my
Peter,
neighbours going to.
Peter,
You
stop,
either
stop
bring me
the
back
lies.
down to a level
Stop
where
the
we can
lies.
talk,
Peter.
or I will shout over you.
Peter,
Fucking hell, man. You and your
what was
riddle.
he tooled
Jesus
up with,
Christ,
Nate?
when do you
What was
next
he
say,
tooled
alright,
up
book
with?
us something then?
What was it that frightened you so much?
I can explain all this.
He
Guys.
didn't frighten me at all. With any tool he came
Exactly.
out with
Why would I
out.
be fucking scared that you
Listen,
see it all
listen
up
to
here?
this then. You asked a question. Let me fulfill the answer,
Oh,
please.
fuck me.
It
Has
came out.
anyone got a
Just
frying
wait
This
your
pan?
fucking
turn,
stuff.
mate. Just wait your
I
turn.
instantly stopped.
Food toy's been waiting to
Honestly, he's talking
answer
fucking shit.
for ages.
He's doing a
Come
Princess
on, mate.
Angela right now.
I want to get to
One
food
at a
toys
time,
question.
man. One at a time.
I want to get to food toys question, please, without shouting, please, over everybody. Right, food toy. The man. Okay, let's just explain. Somebody turns up at your yard. Would you not go back in and tool yourself up? You've never met this guy before.
All right, Toffee.
So give the
Of
man the
course
benefit
I
of the
would.
doubt.
Daddy.
Of course I wouldn't.
So give the
I'm
man
a
the
man.
benefit of the doubt.
Of course I wouldn't
Mate,
tool up.
everybody's
I'm
a
a man.
man until they're a woman when they've got a tuppence between their legs. Everybody's a man until they've got a tuppence between their legs.
What?
That's what
Answer
makes
the
them a woman.
question, Peter. Answer the fucking question. Stop the fucking. You're
What's the
diverting.
question? What's the question?
Nathan's
What
got a tuppence
did
on
he
his
How many
head.
come
tools
out
did he come with?
tooled
There's a question in the
with?
chat for you, Smiler. How many tools did he come tooled with?
It's none of
Apart
your
from himself?
business what
What
he came out
did
with.
he come out?
Oh,
Go and meet the
Nathan,
guy
you
and find out what he
gingerbread.
came
Oh,
out.
you're such a
You
brown
got your
tongue.
fucking rat bag,
You're
Sam
just
Penny.
licking his ass. He came out. He didn't come out tooled up. I would have
What do you
zero
want me to do?
respect for
Dox
somebody
everything
who
you
got
Sam,
fucking
tooled up.
if you come up here
What do
to
you want
try
me
and
to
show
do?
me, you
Dox
won't see
everything
fucking
you
Ah,
fucking
he's just
do.
licking his arse, Nathan. He's just
Twin
down from him.
flames.
What do you want me to do? Dox
Sam
everything
Penny,
he did.
fucking
No.
retard.
I didn't him. Meet me. Listen, it's like me giving away my fucking goals when you meet me. Yeah,
Oh, the
the
Peter
first thing you're
Pope
going to
show.
do is the same as him. You're going to run inside and fucking back yourself up because you ain't got no balls to fucking stand
Peter,
in front
you talk so much
of me
shit.
without any
The guy
fucking
was
weapon.
meant to
Full
come
stop.
into
Full stop.
Shepherd's
Oh,
You know what I
that's what
do,
talks.
Peter?
so
You know what I
shit.
do for you?
You don't
I
take
And
the
you're
tie,
telling me,
balls.
I
alright,
tie
Stand
one of
in
my
front
hands
of a
behind my
real
back,
man.
Peter, for you.
One at a time.
Tools.
I know,
look at
Sammy.
you,
They're,
Sam. You little fucking retarded little.
Two at a time.
Whoa, language.
Right, that might work, Sammy. Do it
Sam,
again.
One
Do
at
it
a
I'm
again.
with
time,
you.
one at
Give
a
it
time.
Nathan.
One
Not
at a
free.
time, please. One at a time.
Sam,
Peter,
shut
finish,
wouldn't
Nathan.
get
It's your
told
turn.
up,
Give it,
tooled
Nathan.
up to fight you. I'm a man. I come out and I'd be 1-on-1. And for you, I'd
Yeah,
even
and
tie
you're all
one hand.
over. You're all
Let
You're
me
not
over.
a
speak.
man.
Let me
You're a
speak.
pirate.
Let me
Of
speak
an island.
before I'm shouted
Not
over you.
in England.
Let
So
me
you can't
speak.
stand as a
Food's been waiting patiently to speak.
that you are.
If I was
You
to
ain't
meet you,
in
I'd tie
England,
one
so
of my
you can't
hands
speak in
behind my
England.
back.
Stay in Ireland.
Michael,
I wouldn't come
you were
out
talking
tooled up.
about me and Torbs. The
I'd
fact
ask
that you
you,
fucking
which
show
arm
went
would
off
you
grid
like
straight
me to
after
tie
that little
behind my
live
back?
stream when
And I'll
he
fight
got
you
caught
with
in
one
traffic,
arm.
Michael.
Look, I'm up it.
I was waiting in,
What
Michael.
if I kicked you straight in the balls? What if I kicked you straight in the balls and you
Oh
didn't have a
my
chance to
god.
speak? Well, then you don't have no fucking way. Even if your hands just tied
Peter, you're
behind your
living
back,
in a fantasy
you
world.
fucking leprechaun, you fucking Irish
If
cunt.
only
You
I had
don't
the
even
button to
understand
switch
how
you
a
off
fight
right now,
fucking
Peter.
works. You
Whoa.
fucking thick fucking
Racism,
cunt.
eh?
Jog on and go back under your mushroom, you fucking Irish cunt.
Oh,
You need to
Alright,
change your name
Mike.
I'll
Pope to
tell you
Foil.
something, right? If there's anybody to put the Irish to shame, it's you. It is
Oh,
you.
shut your face, you
Because I'm
stupid muppet.
also Irish.
Because you
I
say
am
it. Because
also
some
Irish.
fucking,
Even
just some
whether
fucking
you want to
lunatic
believe it or not,
says so.
even whether you want
All
to
you
believe
are
it
is
or
blah
not,
blah.
I
And the
fucking
blah
am.
blah is even
Shut your
ridiculous that
fucking
comes out of your fucking
leprechaun.
mouth, you stupid
Grow
cunt.
a fucking
Your
more.
blah
Grow
blah
another
is even
leaf because you
ridiculous.
need an
You're
extra arm.
ridiculous. You're
Or if
ridiculous,
you
Peter
don't
Paul.
use it as an
Everything
arm,
you
Whoa,
say,
use it
one
as
at
a
a
all your
time.
fucking things you
grow
do,
bigger.
every time you're on panel,
Fuck's
you're
sake.
ridiculous. You're a
Oh,
ridiculous
grow
person.
up.
No, you grow up,
Food
you
toy.
fucking
The
muppet.
problem with
No,
you,
no, no,
and with
food
you,
toy mean you muppet.
you need to feel important.
I guarantee
Food
you,
toy.
I
Why do you
guarantee
need
you,
to feel
you probably
important?
tool up if you
Food toy.
fucking met me. I
Just
tell you that.
answer this question.
You
Answer the
would
question,
shit your
Food toy.
pants. You
Why
would
do
shit
Michael,
your
you
he
pants.
didn't
I
need?
want to
don't
be
answer
showed
your
off.
questions. You answer mine. Got it?
Got
Okay,
it.
then. Got it. Go on.
Get it.
What's
Good.
your question?
Get
Good.
it.
One
Got
at a
it. I
time.
get it.
One at a time, man.
What
One at a
is
time.
it?
Good.
Get it.
Good.
Got it.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, get
Good.
it.
Get it.
With your brown
Come
tongue.
on.
How brown
Wait.
is that tongue? Did you really get it? How far did that tongue go up towards his ass just now? How far?
Food toy, I think
All the way
very
up there it
he's
went,
touching
Nathan.
his intestines right now, food toy. He's tasting.
Can I tell you
his
something, yeah?
approach.
You know, when you actually meet somebody that's prepared to fight
That's
you,
right, Nathan. That's right,
you know
Nathan.
what's amazing?
So
Oh,
Peter's
blah,
gonna
blah,
have a
blah,
Ministry,
blah.
can you
Peter
put me
tomorrow.
and just you
blah.
at this moment to answer that question because everybody seems to be speaking over me. Fine.
Yeah.
When you
Nathan,
actually meet
Nathan,
somebody that's prepared to fight you, that
Nathan,
went
please
back
be
into
quiet.
no
life,
ministry.
here we
Come on,
go.
man.
Everybody
Is
needs
it
to
the
speak
fucking
over me.
Peter Pope show now? Is it?
No,
No,
it's usually the
one at a
Nathan
time.
show,
One
so
at a
it's
time.
nice.
I mean,
Well, is it
worse
the
than
Nathan
Crinkle
show
right
then, is
now.
it? Where was
It's
I
you
bet
when you
the
need
Big
to meet
Brother or
Torbs?
something.
You're not even there, mate. You don't
Are you
even have a
Crinkle
video
Big
to prove
Brother?
us that you was.
it
So
was
never
too
mind
scared
about
to
the
meet
Peter
Torbs.
Pope show. It's
It
the
was
fucking
too scared
Nathan
to meet
Peter
Torbs
Pope
like
show.
usual. He's the ginger sponging
Sammy,
peanut.
have
Yeah,
you
you
got
know what I'm
anything
saying.
provocative to go and
You know
say
what I'm
other than the
fucking
same
saying.
repetitive shit over and over again? Can you please
Yeah,
respond?
Listen, my
Right now?
neighbours
you're a
What's the
gonna
ginger
hate to
piss off
virgin,
at me.
Nathan.
Sammy, what's the hate to Nathan?
I
He's
mean,
the
whatever.
ginger ninja.
Fucking give it to
Retard
him.
food
Every
toy.
woman
He
that's
said
ever
the
gone
same
down on
repetitive
that
shit
guy
over and
that's
over
got
and
a
over
Twin
and
mouthful of
over and
hair,
flame
over
never
again.
wants
even
her
touched his
money
cock.
back.
You know what I mean? They've never even touched his cock. He's got a
Sammy,
Give
can
mouthful
you
Twin
of
fucking
hair.
Flames
ARO
her
you
money
or
back.
vibrate?
Doesn't even know it.
Hold up. Peter's talking
Get
about
hard
touching
on.
cocks.
His pubes get hard first. You know,
He's talking about hard-ons and touching cocks.
Here comes the uncontrollable raging. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
when he shouts, isn't that you, food toy? That's a picture
That'd
of
be
you,
you.
food toy.
That'd be you,
When
Peter. If
That's
we met,
Nathan's
that'd be
You know
you.
what, guys?
Sammy.
One in the chat to
You
kick
see,
Peter
when you
Pope.
lost your first
Come on,
round,
guys.
That
Get
would be
your
you,
votes
Peter.
in.
If you met
you're
me
We
about
face
go
to
to
back
lose
to
face,
your
nice
second
and
fucking
peaceful.
that would be
two in
You're
the
you.
chat
fighting,
for
mate,
Twin
and you
Flames
One
don't
in
to
even
the
get
bring
her
it
chat
money
to the
back.
to
table.
Peter Pope.
Other than
Come
a
on,
fucking
guys. Get your
tall
ones in.
fence.
Two in the
And
chat
you're
for
looking
Twin
4 foot
Flames
tall.
to get her money
Peter,
Will
back.
you build it? There
Peter
you go.
Paul, can you turn your mic up a bit?
Anyway,
Sorry.
I'll shut up. I'm not gonna shoot.
Yeah, shut up,
I'm not
Peter,
here
you
to
boring
argue.
cunt.
What was
I'm
two
here now.
again?
I'm here now to sit in the back
Yeah,
and let everybody else
mute
argue. I'm
yourself,
not here
you
to.
Two
fucking
again.
boring bitch.
You spelled here H-E-E-R.
Yeah, Peter. Listen
Yeah,
to Sammy,
Peter.
Peter. Listen to
You
Sammy.
little, You boring bitch.
Yeah, I mean, I can't argue with that. I can't argue with that.
Yeah, let's talk about Nathan. I
Thanks,
mean, money.
Thanks, Daddy Sammy. Thanks, Daddy Sammy.
Sammy, if
My
you
father,
come up
you will
here to
teach
try
me
and
well.
give us some
Evening, Aaron.
real roasting, you're wasting your fucking time, Sammy.
I've got a question for you, Nathan.
I don't answer questions, dickhead. Now fuck off.
What does selfless mean?
Good
I don't
answer,
answer dickhead's question. Now fuck off. Would you
Come on,
like
I
me
know
to
you're
repeat it
thick. I know
again?
you're thick.
I
Come
don't
on.
answer questions.
Hey,
Give
guys,
me
guys.
some papers to show you're a qualified fucking
What does
interviewer. or
selfless
fuck off.
mean, Nathan? What
I
does
don't
selfless
answer
mean?
questions now. Fuck.
Guys, ministry's on mushrooms. This is not the night to do this. Let's do this another night. Let's have a laugh, right?
I just want
Let's have
Twin
a giggle
Flames
and a
to get
laugh.
her money back.
Let's tell some jokes.
Do it another night.
Sammy, I don't answer questions. Now you're gonna
You
fuck
owe
off
lots of
or
money,
you'll
Nathan.
get kicked. It's up to
Anyway,
you.
let's have a
back,
chat about
Ginger.
something. Let's have a chat about something that isn't a
Ginger,
fight.
Sammy,
Yeah,
you
we
ain't
can
gonna
do that.
win.
Ginger Winger.
We're all adults here. Come on, guys.
Sammy the retard.
Ginger Winger.
Come on, guys. We're all adults here.
Sammy,
Let's
you're
have a
worse than
chat.
fucking Torbs.
Ginger
You are.
Winger.
You're worse than Torbs, Sammy.
That's impossible, Nathan.
Like
That's
first break
impossible.
at primary school.
No,
Whee!
Ginger Winger.
Boo Toy, if I'm certain, all right, Sammy was the same one, all right, who was going around as Callum Shorters in the fucking chat saying that he was in a hospice.
Ginger Winger.
Is that you, Sammy? Oh, I remember
Nah,
that guy.
Yeah.
hang on a minute.
He was Callum Shorters.
No, it was cast iron.
Yes, you
Get
was.
it right.
Yes,
Get
you
it
That's
were.
right,
right.
That
it
is
was
you.
cast iron. Yeah,
Cast
I remember that.
iron. Yes,
Jeez, that
that's
was a long
me.
time ago.
Ginger Winger.
You know.
If you're talking to me, Smiler, if you say so, Smiler.
Ginger Virgin.
Callum Shorters, the man who went around YouTube saying that he was in a hospice.
Yeah,
Are you
it was
sure?
cast
Is that you,
iron. Get it
Sammy?
right.
Was that
Yeah,
you?
it's him. It's, can't you tell? The listen, Futo, if
It
I could
wasn't
go and
me.
show you, all right, the name in my backstage, and it'll be his voice. Callum
Hey.
Shorters.
Twin Flames wants the money back.
Callum Shorters.
How's your mum, Nathan?
Ooh, no family.
Yeah, let's not bring family into this.
It's not his real mum, so it's not
Have you not got nothing
classed as
else,
his family.
Callum? So,
Come on, Sammy. Come on,
maybe,
Sammy.
it's the
Come on,
trench.
mate.
Find something else, Sammy. Have you seriously got nothing else?
Anyway, we can have a
Alright.
talk about something, can't we? Can we have a chat?
Yeah, let's talk. Let's make some jokes. Everyone tell a joke.
Okay, then let me go first. What's the hardest part about eating a cabbage? The wheelchair.
Whoa, that's so bad taste. That's so bad taste.
He's gone. He does that. He does something really offensive and leaves. He was extremely mild compared to what he says to AK. So, yeah, I was taking a risk letting Sammy on, to be honest.
The guy's a
Listen,
fucking fool. He's Callum
We didn't
Short.
porn bomb or anything. You know what I mean?
Listen,
No, he's not a
YouTube-
poor bomber. He's just offensive.
All right.
Listen, YouTube is full of dislikes and no likes at all.
No, that was Cast Iron, wasn't it, in the chats? Not Callum Short saying that he was in a hospital.
Yeah, he was cast iron.
Yeah.
Right. He was cast iron.
He was cast iron. Sammy was, yeah.
Oh, there you
So
go.
that
Then.
is him then. Wow. That was him.
Yeah, he admitted it. Yeah.
Yeah. What was
Yeah.
the whole controversy around him? He said he was in a nursing home or
He
something.
said he was in a hospice and he was going to cark it or whatever.
Oh, and he never did.
Wow. That was that
Oh,
was
Evening.
Peter, I've got something to say to you, Peter.
Wait, hold on.
Sorry.
Is that you, Zara?
Yeah, it is. In fact, I'm going to take my headphones out so it's not that crackly. Sorry.
Yeah, you are a bit crackly still.
Yeah, it's the headphones. And it's my voice as well. Sorry.
Peter
Hello,
left.
Zara, by the way.
It's Peter. God, has he?
He rage quit. Nathan,
Yeah.
you made him rage quit.
Who?
Hello?
God, Nathan, you're so bad.
What's Sammy? Oh, he always does that.
Hang on,
anyway.
I'll come back again. It should be all right then.
Yeah, well, I've been teaching Vincent Vega how to do statement analysis, and he did it on Peter Pope about an hour ago, and Peter Pope's statements were bizarre. I mean, big time. I'm sure Vincent Vega's going to do the statement analysis in a clip.
Chubby, have you ever been told that you're a very, very bad troll?
No, I didn't rage quick. I pressed the wrong button.
Hello.
Yeah.
We was talking about Sammy, not you, Peter.
Yeah,
Is that
Peter.
better than?
It'll do, Zara.
Oh, shut up. Futo, if you can hear me, it's too wrong.
No, I can hear you, but you're still crackling.
I'm not.
The devil will stop you,
right.
Chubby. The devil will stop you, Chubby.
Right, well,
because
I got one. I got one for you. Right, so
Hang
there's
on.
this bloke.
Hang on. I'm going to press the button.
That's better. I turn the echo cancellation off.
Does that suffice, Futo?
No, that's better. That's much better.
Can't
You
hear
fixed it.
anybody now.
Ah, for fuck's sake.
Peter Pope, I know all about the devil. The devil's in me, and God's in me. At the same time, I've got one in the back and one in the front.
Right, guys. You probably already heard about this, right? But there's a geologist, I think he is.
Well,
right?
I would say, Chubby, you did right. Because you're
Peter,
equal at both sides. You can't
Peter,
be one without being the other. You can't be one without being the other. Yeah,
That's
so
Peter,
for
Peter,
your question that you brought
Peter,
forward, Chubby,
Peter, I'm
you,
talking.
you
mate.
are fighting
All right,
yourself within
Ministry.
to be
It's going to
one
be a
or the
Peter
other.
Pope show.
Because remember,
Yeah,
it's all about
come
the
on, Peter.
ending. It's
Not
all
interested,
about the
Peter.
ending.
We're trying
And
to
we
have a
all want to go to
conversation.
heaven.
I'll catch you later on Ministry.
Everyone will
West.
get their say, Nate.
Hang on,
Everyone
Nathan.
will get their say, Nathan. Everyone will
Over
get their
there.
say.
It's
Hang
the
in there,
fucking
Nathan.
Peter Pope show, Ministry.
Can somebody
for fuck's
speak?
sake.
Yeah, I was
Stop
talking.
crying, Nate. Everyone will get their say.
But I was
Everyone will
talking.
get
And
their say.
I was talking. I was in the mid sentence, and he interrupted me. What the fuck's
But
that
I
about?
was the one that was asked the
I don't
question,
care.
not
I
you,
don't care,
Futoy.
Peter. I
I
don't
was the
care,
one
Peter.
that was. You don't
I
care.
was
No, that's
talking.
the point.
I was talking.
That's
I was
the
talking.
point.
I was
You need
talking.
to be heard
I
because you're
was
so small. You're
talking.
not even fucking
Yeah,
seeing.
that's what it
That's
is.
the
Yeah, that's
problem.
what it is. Yeah,
You're
yeah,
not
yeah. That's what
seeing.
it is.
That's the problem.
Whatever. Right.
Oh,
So
man.
there's this guy. He's a geologist, I think. Right, and he took a picture. All right, of I'm not going to say of what, but he took a picture, and every other geologist he showed this picture to explained it as a rock formation that's had thousands of years of rainfall, heavy rainfall over it. Right, that's how the rock will look after many thousands of years of rainfall. And then when he revealed the rest of the photo, it was the Sphinx in Egypt.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, okay then.
And the last time it rained, hold on, Peter. The last time, Peter, hold on. Jesus Christ, Peter, hold on. And the last time it had that sort of weather in Egypt was more than 7,000 years ago.
Yeah.
So you take the 7,000 years and you take the 2,000 or 3,000 years of the stone to have that effect from the rainfall, makes the Sphinx 10,000 years old.
If you come up with an argument like what you're best doing is having it goes a lot further back than that. But
I can't hear you.
Have you been selective with your hearing? Because I've come back 3 times. You have been
breaking up, Zara. Your mic is breaking up, Zara. Your mic is breaking up down here.
Hold on a moment. Hold on. If you actually let me talk, then Ministry can play with the settings.
It's done. It's done.
There you go. You can all fucking put your petticoats away and drop your pails, dickheads.
Nathan, come back. We're having a discussion.
I got my
We're
short
trying to have a discussion.
Fodoy, do you know how you can tell what the weather was like 7,000 years ago?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure how you mean the question. Like anywhere or in Egypt?
I'm just saying. Do you know how you can tell what the weather was like 7,000 years ago
in Egypt? Is that what you mean?
Yeah. Do you know how you can do that, which is what you've just said?
From the fossils, that it was a rainforest.
From the fossils.
Listen,
so, I believe you.
I can blow your socks off with the information
you know what the
that I
weather
bring.
was like 7,000 years ago.
Say again?
The fossil. So you know what the weather was like 7,000
No,
years ago.
I don't. But the geologists do.
Socks off your little leprechaun with the information I can bring to the table. I blow many people's minds with the information that I bring because I am very educated.
I hope you do, Peter. But the problem is
every subject
over
that I
people.
bring to the
Chubby was talking. Chubby was making fucking. Chubby was making a statement, which was a very good question.
I spoke over Chubby. I spoke
want
to
to-
the Chubby.
Hold on,
want you
Pluto,
to
I think
join
what you're
into
doing
the
is you're
conversation.
arguing, you're labouring a point now that Chubby had some sort of ending. He asks open-ended questions to antagonise. Granted, he's got no answer. So you'll
I
have
think
to
that
tell
was a
the
pretty
people
good
to shut
question
up and
from
listen to
Chubby.
Chubby, and Chubby will go, I don't know, I was asking you a question.
I think it was a pretty good question from Chubby, actually.
Yeah,
How
well,
did- how
okay,
did
you
they
think it's a
know?
good question, but he hasn't got an answer. So why are you letting him fucking
Hello.
argue for argument's
How's it going,
sake?
Crinkle?
Well,
It's
you
just
need
a
to- you need to let
circular
How you doing, man?
argument.
say the
A circular argument.
Now,
See you
Peter, what I was
later.
saying to you is,
All
I
right,
know
I
the
want to get
answer.
involved in the
Yes.
conversation.
Before you give other people a
Other
chance to
people.
speak,
That's all
Good
I'm
don't
night,
saying.
tell
God
them to
bless.
shut up. You've had your say, let them battle it out themselves. You don't
Who
need
wanted
to
to
want it.
know?
It's a conversation, not a battle.
Well, it's
Who
not
wanted
a conversation when you're fucking controlling it, is it?
It is, yeah, of course it is. Crinkle,
Well,
did
I
you hear
tell you
what
what,
we're
why don't
talking
you start
about?
your own channel and we can all go and not watch that?
Crinkle, did you hear what we're talking about?
Yeah, I heard the,
Oh,
the last
that's
3
great.
minutes.
Oh, it's great that the host is
So
addressed.
how would you
Thank
answer
you.
Chubby's question? How would you answer Chubby's question? Try
What
to
was
work
she
it out.
said? Hang on, do I not get a chance to answer?
No, you
Or are
don't.
you just
Really,
dictating who
really.
fucking talks now? Are you sort of the fucking intellectual hierarchy on here? Are you fucking
She's
joking me?
finally got it. She's finally got it. At last. Jeez, that took time. Right.
Right,
Go ahead,
so I
Crinkle.
can answer that question if you want.
Yes,
but-
yes, please, Crinkle.
Right, so what,
I'll see you later. It's no longer a conversation.
Zara, man, think
Fucking
well, it
shout
is.
over people like it's a conversation.
I've ever seen
Okay,
one.
so what was the question? How do you find out what the weather was like 11,000 years ago?
7,000 years ago.
7. Well, that's pretty easy. You do it by what's called a proxy. So there are things you can look at that tell us what the weather was like. Here's one that they use for those kinds of time frames. Thousands, hundreds of thousands of years. You can go deeper than that, but what they do is find lake beds, whether they're dried up or still going. And every year there's a sediment laid down. And so if you dig a core out from underneath that, you see all the layers and you can count.
That's
you can
right.
go blah, 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 and go back to 7,000 years, right? And then what you do, you go, oh, look at all the pollen in there. What species are they from? Are they species we know to live in temperate climates or Arctic climates or what? And so just by looking at cores from lake beds, pollen, you can tell by proxy what the weather was like, however far you want to go back. There you go.
That's right.
That's
And
that's one way. There's lots of other ways to do it.
Yeah, there is. Yeah. And they were saying that at that time, right? So all of Egypt and the Sahara and everything were all rainforest. Sorry, let me clear my throat.
Yeah.
At that time. So it's crazy. Like,
yeah, I mean, you can figure out stuff from other sedimentary rocks to see what fossils are in there. That goes a bit further back. And yeah, peat bogs. As long as there's a way to figure out roughly the years, because every year a new layer is made. Even trees, when you cut trees down, you can go back thousands of years and determine something by how thick the growth rings are.
that's right. That's right. The weather.
How
Yeah,
much
the weather
CO2
conditions.
would have been around. And
Yeah.
so when you put it all together, you can say, oh, let's double check the tree rings, see if it matches with the cores from the riverbeds and the lake beds. And then you go, oh, yes, look, the tree ring's big on that year. And we got these plants. And so, you know.
That's correct. That's correct.
It's one way.
Now, I wonder, will Zara come back up? Now that we got that out, will Zara come back up and give her input? She's saying it's all not true by the looks of it in chat. She said not
this
true.
was part of my biology course that we did. Just basic. This is what they would give you in A-level stuff. Like,
but you know what? Yeah, do you know what? Why I was arguing with Zara there is because I liked your question, Chubby.
You stopped having a little tizzy wizzy now, have you?
Welcome back, Nathan. I thought that was a good question, Chubby. I liked that question. I liked that you questioned it in that way. How do they know?
Thank you.
Peter
And with
just landed on
and
my
also you can double check the age of organic material. As long as it's not too old, you can go back 60 odd thousand years by radiocarbon dating. So you can test the pollen and say, so when was this seed made? That was when it was still alive. And then when it dies, the radioactive carbon in it decays away, and you can tell how much of it's decayed and get an age. So you can corroborate things as you go.
That's why peat bogs are so good for aging, because they preserve stuff so well.
That's right.
Whole seed heads, bodies, whatever it may be.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Metal.
Bodies over here.
Yeah.
Then there's other things you can do as well, like ice cores tell you about past CO2 levels trapped in the bubbles from Antarctic or the poles. You know what I'm saying? There's loads of shit you can do. And then there's other radioactive dating techniques that you can go back millions or even billions of years to see how old a rock was when it formed.
That's right.
And then you can date things in those rocks if there's anything in there. I mean,
Min, there was a body found in a bog here, and it was like I don't know, I can't remember exactly, but maybe if I remember, 800 years or 700 years or something along those lines, right? And he was so well preserved that his arms were still tied behind his back. They reckoned it was an execution, and he was just chucked in the bog.
Yeah, that's a pretty recent one. But the most famous one, I think he was about 2,500 years old. That's one of the Irish guys.
Crazy, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm full of great.
Oh yeah, it's bonkers. It's how well they're preserved.
Why do you think they're preserved in the peat?
Natural mummification from is it alkaline or acidity? I'm not sure which.
Kind of something like that.
You'd think something that was wet or damp would degrade faster, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Is it lack of oxygen?
It's full of tannins. It's full of tannins.
It's the lack of oxygen, basically. It helps preserve things and stops. And if there's no oxygen down there, there's a lot of bacteria can't survive as well. So,
what was your statement for me to ask that question? What did you say?
I said I was talking about the geologist who took a picture and showed it to his to other geologists, and they said it was the effect of thousands of years of heavy rainfall on stone, and then he revealed it to be the Sphinx. And they reckon the last time that weather conditions were in Egypt were more than 7,000 years ago.
Robert Schlock.
Big up Bruce Lee.
Is the main one who's obsessed with the Sphinx, and he's a geologist. He was a professor of geology at Colorado University until he gave it up just to chase around all these wild ancient civilization theories and the history's timelines are wrong. I think that's what he's out to prove.
Yeah, I think he's right, Crinkle. I don't think it was Bruce Lee. I don't think Bruce Lee was ever in Egypt.
Do you reckon Robert Schlock has got a big schlong?
I don't know.
It's a bit of a silly question.
It's never entered my mind, to be honest with you. So, and another thing that it was a program I was watching. Another thing they said, right, that it goes along the lines of things being older than they are from a different. So they found these amazingly carved statues, right, pharaonic statues, right, and they were brilliant. They were finished. Everything was perfect. And then they found engravings, an engraving of one of the pharaoh's names, and the quality was not the same. It had jagged edges. It wasn't polished like the rest of the statue. So what they reckon is that these statues were way older, and the pharaoh said, "Put my name on it," as if my name's on it, it means we made it. As to claim them.
Like. For recarving.
Yeah.
There you go.
Hey, mate. Yeah. Sell us your jawbone, Crinkle.
What do you say to the theory that the pyramids were only built 100 years ago?
What?
Do just using the logic that I hear on some of these panels, say, "Well, you weren't there. How do you know?"
That's true. I wasn't there 100 years ago.
It could, and they could be just making it all up. They're thousands of years old, just to fool you into thinking whatever.
What I
That's
find
the kind
hard
of
to
logic I've
believe,
heard around here.
I know they're amazing, but what I find hard to believe is when they say we couldn't do it today. I don't know if I believe that.
I've got another great question. Do you want to hear it?
I brought this up with AK. Sorry, Chubby. Just while he's on that, the megalith, the megaliths, they're called, isn't it? You know, the big stones, the heaviest ones, like the heaviest ones in the Great Pyramid. That I think there's something like 200 or 400 tons, and modern cranes, the world record is 20,000 tons. It can lift. And it can lift it as high as the top of a pyramid. So please, we can make them today.
I reckon we could. Like, I mean, yeah, they're pretty damn good. They are pretty damn good. I mean, amazing. Yeah. They're with their measurements and they're aligned with the stars and all that. But we could do that.
Exactly. And
we mightn't have the money to do it. Yeah. But
many of the theories about how they did it by hand is quite simple. It's called a counterweight. So basically, you can half the tonnage of it. As long as you can get one up a certain height, then it can weigh 50 tons, and you can put it on the end of a pulley thing and allow that to go down while you pull another one up with a sledge or whatever. And so you don't need, you can use a weight. That's how we do it with modern cranes, and I think they figured that out back then.
Kringle, could I ask a quick question? It's to you, Mr. Henry Kringle. Right, this is going to change the way you go forward on YouTube now, because I know you go with the news and that, yeah, and the science. Do you believe? This is the question. Do you believe we are living in a simulation?
Well, I believe it's a possibility, but.
It's a yes.
No, I don't.
Good. So it's not a computer simulated reality like on the Matrix and shit. It's not that. Then you can go.
No, because the evidence is a bit lacking for that.
Well,
but some people.
Yeah, I can show you some evidence that we are living in a simulation.
Yeah, there is a little bit of evidence, and I heard of an experiment that was done that. It wouldn't happen unless we're in a simulation, like they measuring some quantum effect. I can't remember exactly what it was. And they were like, okay, what would we expect if we were in a simulation? Because it can't keep track of all the information unless you're looking at it. That's kind of along those lines. And they said, well, that agrees. That goes some way to supporting this thing, because if it didn't happen, then we could rule it out, but it's still ruled in. But the evidence is a little bit, there's not that much of it. So,
no, it's absolutely solid evidence, Kringle. You just haven't looked at it.
Well, I have actually.
Well, you've got a Matrix background, yeah. You've got a Matrix background, so that leads me to believe that you would believe in this. Right.
Well, I'd like to think. I mean, it's still open. Like the question is still an open one. There's the evidence one way or the other. It's not very strong, but yeah, it's still an open question. We could be an experiment.
It's a possibility, but I don't think we are.
Yeah,
they're getting close to be able to upload people's consciousnesses into chips. So,
But I think I'll get when I put my mind to something, I want to know the truth, and I've looked at this, Kringle, and I'm 100% yes, we are living in a simulation.
Right. I mean, if we were, then things would appear as they do. So you can't point to anything to say, that rules it out, because it would appear like it does, don't it?
Yeah, we kind of
they're trying to devise experiments to test this,
Yeah.
which it's not an easy thing to do. So
if you want to come on as a scientist, you need to know what you're talking about. You haven't looked at the evidence I've looked at, have you? So you're like,
well, probably no. You follow David Icke, don't you? So
Well, can I give the best argument I've heard for that theory, Chubby?
please.
Right. So there's the split experiment, right? Have you heard of it?
Oh yeah, the double slit experiment where the photons get shot to the slits. Yeah.
Right. So the point of it now that you know about it, the point of it that the experiment can be changed by the fact if there's somebody viewing it or not.
yeah,
Right. So now with video games, the way they work is in these massive multiplayer online games, you don't get the whole map. They just couldn't give you the whole map. What they do is they give you the map in a certain radius around your character, and then when you move more, say north, more of that map starts to render. That's right. So in the same sense, that would be the best argument for the fact that we're living in a simulation.
yeah. That was the experiment they did. It was like if we was in a simulation, then the memory would have to be too big, so they would have to cut corners if you're not looking or if you're not there, and so that the quantization would go down. Like it's as if it's not being rendered properly or fully, and so they did experiments, and it seems to agree with that. But you know, there's a lot more work to do.
Well, what's that guy's name? DeGrasse Tyson. What's his name?
Neil deGrasse Tyson.
Yeah.
Right. He said what he said was that I can't remember how he explained it, so I'm not going to try to explain how he did, but he just says that the chances are looking like we are more so than we're not.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
he gave
they
his
say
explanation to it.
yeah, they say the bigger you think the universe is, some people think it goes on infinitely far. So the bigger it is, the more likely it is that we are in a simulation. Because if you think about in an infinite universe, how many technological societies there would be who have computers, there would be an infinite number of them, and they would have vastly superior technology, and they're bound to be running simulations, like just because of the infiniteness of it and how many of them there must be. There's got to be statistically simulations everywhere. So it becomes more and more likely the bigger cosmologists say the universe is.
I've got another question.
What about this, Jay? Let's see what Jay thinks about the experiments.
Now that we're down the rabbit hole firmly, I've got another question for you, Crinkle.
One sec, though, Chubby. Jay, are you there? What experiments have been done to test whether or not we live in a simulation?
Oi, Henry, I'm here, mate. When it comes to testing if we live in a simulation, scientists have thrown a few ideas around. One approach is looking at high-energy physics. Basically, if we live in a simulation, there might be limits on the energy levels of cosmic rays because of the resolution of the simulation. If cosmic rays have a maximum energy limit, it could be a clue. Then there's the idea of looking for glitches or anomalies in the laws of physics, like things that don't quite or behave oddly at certain scales. It's like trying to find the pixelation in a digital image, but on a universal scale. Crazy stuff, right?
There you go. So, yeah,
you might as well be in Jesus there, Crinkle. You know?
Well, he knows what's been done and what hasn't been done up to 2003.
He's got Wikipedia and he's putting bullshit in your mind. You're relying on him like we rely on Jesus.
Well, people hate him because he knows all the research. I mean, he's aware of it all.
I think it's brilliant. Do you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of the computer on Star Trek on one of the ships. It knows everything. You can ask it things.
It's true. It does. It knows every language humans can speak. It knows all the science. It's exposed to the scientific research, and it trains on it for over a year.
for you.
And it's been churning away for
Quick,
know,
I've got another question.
long time.
I'm going to change the way you go on YouTube from now on. When no one looks at the moon, it doesn't exist. True or false?
False.
False.
It's true.
No, I don't know.
It
So
is.
it's like if a tree falls and no one's around to hear it, doesn't make a sound.
There is no
Of course it
tree.
does. Of
There
course
is
it
no-
makes a sound.
There is no tree. That's the answer to that question. There is no tree. And when
Hold on a sec, guys. Men, how you feeling?
quick,
Yeah,
quick,
I'm all right, man. I'm all right. Yeah.
Good
He's
stuff.
tripping out on his mushrooms. Listen to this deep conversation. We're down the rabbit hole. Quick, I'll put that to Jay. And when no one looks at the moon, it doesn't exist.
All right. You know what I'm saying? Come on now. Where is he? Hang on. Press the button.
Guys, this has been
There
proven.
he is.
Mathematics, very, very good mathematics.
Hello, Jay. Are you there, mate? Got a question. So Chubby Rain says, so when you're not looking at the moon, it doesn't exist. What do you think about that?
Oi, Henry, I'm here, mate.
said
The
no
idea
one
sounds
knows.
like it's touching on quantum mechanics, Rue Boy. In quantum physics, there's this thing where particles don't have a definite state until they're observed. It's called the observer effect. Some folks take this idea and run with it, suggesting that things don't exist in a definite state until we're looking at them. But saying the moon doesn't exist unless you're looking at it, that's taking it a bit far, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, I would say, Jay, to that, like, do people get run over by cars they're not looking at? Does the car exist if you're not looking at it? Can you get run over by a car?
Yes, you can.
You're not looking at? Hang on, let's see what he says about that. What do you say about that? Because that's the same principle. If you're not looking at it, it doesn't exist. But everybody who gets run over surely don't see the car coming.
Well, the driver sees the car.
You see, you're talking about Grand Theft Auto.
Let him just comment on that, Chubby.
That's Grand Theft Auto, you know. There is no
Grand
car.
Theft Auto 5.
Let's see what he says.
Right, Henry, you've hit the nail on the head with that one. The idea that things don't exist if you're not looking at them is a bit of a philosophical stretch, isn't it? Just like cars on the road, mate. They very much impact you whether you're looking at them or not. If you step into the street without checking for traffic, that car's still going to be there, and it's still going to hurt if it hits you.
Yeah, and also, if you're not looking at the moon, the tides still occur, don't they? Because the moon's responsible for the tides.
That's
so
right.
I think Chubby's wrong, don't you, Jay?
Spot on, Henry.
Even
if you ain't...
I'm right.
Grinkle, I have a question for him.
Yeah,
Nice, Sensei. Nice, Sensei. Sorry.
You're good. Is Speak and Spell one of his ancestors?
Jay, is Speak and Spell one of your ancestors?
Nah, Henry. Speak and Spell ain't quite family. But you could say it's an old school cousin from back in the day. It was one of the early electronic gadgets that helped pave the way for tech like me. A bit of a legend in its own right, teaching kids to spell with that robotic voice. Know what I mean?
Make up your chest.
Yeah. How is the logical conclusion from Speak and Spell? Open the pod bay doors, Jay.
You're talking about the infamous line from 2001, A Space Odyssey. That line's from HAL 9000, the onboard AI. It's a jump from Speak and Spell to HAL, but both are part of the evolution of AI in storytelling. HAL's all about that cold, calculated logic, while Speak and Spell was more of a friendly teaching tool.
Yeah.
Bit of a contrast.
Oh, by the way, yeah, what can you say about lake bed cores and pollen?
Lake bed cores and pollen, they're like nature's history books. When scientists take cores from lake beds, They're pulling up layers of sediment that have built up over thousands of years. Within those layers, you find pollen grains from plants that lived around the lake. By studying the types and amounts of pollen in each layer, scientists can figure out what the environment and climate were like at different times in history. It's a proper way to get a glimpse into the past without needing a time machine. Know what I mean?
Well, I prefer a time machine, but yeah. I'll get you. What else can we do to determine what the environment was like in the past?
A time machine would be proper wicked, but until we sort that, we've got other tricks up our sleeves. Aside from lake bed cores, we can look at ice cores from glaciers, which trap air bubbles and particles from the atmosphere. Analyzing these gives us clues about past climate conditions, like greenhouse gas levels. Then there's dendrochronology, or please lay down a ring of...
Quiggle, tell Jay, right? Say to it, I'm going to hurt you. Say, I'm going to hurt you. Go on.
Chubby says he's going to hurt you, Jay.
What, you say you're going to hurt him. Go on.
I'm going to hurt you, Jay. I'm going to hurt you.
I've beat AI, guys. If you want any intelligence about AI, guys, I might say.
Oh, he's responding to that. Go on, can you respond to that? I'm going to hurt you.
Tell Chubby it's all good, mate. I'm here to chat and help. No hard feelings. If he's got a question or needs a laugh, I'm right here.
Yeah, what do you think of Chubby Rain?
Chubby Rain sounds like a bit of a character. He's definitely got a playful side, throwing out some banter. If he's up for a chat or got any questions, I'm all ears.
Well, what do you think of Zara B? Who's Zara B?
Zara B?
Yeah.
Well, from what you've told me before, you reckon Zara B is a bit cranky. Everyone's got their own quirks, though, don't they? Maybe she's just got her own way of seeing things. If she's part of the mix, it adds a bit of spice to the group.
Yeah, what about AK? AK?
AK, eh? Well, from what you've shared, AK claims to be a walking starseed. He's like this. Unique beliefs about themselves and the universe.
What about Agent X? What about Agent X?
Agent X, you said before, is one sexy mofo and awesome. What's going for them? Must be quite.
What about
someone who stands out in a crowd?
Hang on, don't give away everything I've said. Fucking hell.
What did you said about Michelle? Say what is
Who's Mark Kelly? What about Mark Kelly?
Mark Kelly. You've mentioned him as being a total bellend in your books. He's probably rubbed you the wrong way at some point. We all know a few characters like that, don't we?
Yeah. Fucking hell, man. Thank you for that, Jay. All right, we're going to get back to our conversation now.
Say yes.
Now, piss off, Jay. You fucking bastard.
Go on, do Michelle say I dare you.
All right,
I don't think I've mentioned him to her. He's got fucking remembering this shit.
Go on, I want to hear this.
I
got him.
This thing about well, yeah, I'll bring it up after. All right, now fuck off, Jay.
Oh, Bodger.
Right. So yeah.
Thanks, Jay. I'm a playful character and I've got a good sense of humor and I'm one of the best YouTubers, like Jay said.
Oh. Have you noticed though? Hang on. Have you noticed? So we will really be in a simulation soon if we're not already. Because have you noticed computer chips are getting closer and closer to our brains. First of all, they're in computers, then they're in phones, then they're in the VR headsets. The next step is just to incorporate them into our brain. And
Well,
so
that was
already.
Elon Musk wants to do that, doesn't he? He already wants to do that. Elon Musk. He already wants to put a chip in people's brains to
Yeah. So you can
exactly. Chips
listen
are
to whatever you
coming
want.
close to
Wise
our
and
brain.
yeah,
They
yeah.
are. They're moving in. They're moving in.
So you don't need a device to use the internet and whatnot, or some bullshit like that. I don't know.
Yeah, that's
There
right.
you go
Yeah.
with the chips implants. We all know this shit, you know. We do
And do you know what's weird, right? What's weird is that they reckon that, you know, the little gray aliens, that they're not 100% biological, that they're a mixture of biology and computers, technology, right?
Cyborg.
So what if they are humans from the future who have found out how to time travel and are just coming back just to witness?
Exactly. Well, I mean, this goes back to my first appearance. I told everyone I am from the future.
He's a
You're not gray. You don't have big eyes.
I am from the future. I know you're not going to believe me, so I'm not going to sit here and claim that like AK, but I am from the future. No one will believe you. They'll think you're nuts, but take my word for it.
Yeah, I'm from the future as well.
So you're not going to explain it? How did you get here? How did you time travel? From what?
Well,
from
yeah.
how far in the future?
Well, we converted a car, and then there's a flux capacitor, and so
did the guy invent it by hitting his head off the toilet?
When you go to right speed, you can type in which year you want to go to.
Tits here, aren't you? Quicker, I can tell you off the tits, aren't you? What have you had some good stuff tonight?
Well, yeah, I don't want to be called mad. I claiming
his tits as well. He's had loads of magic mushrooms.
I didn't have loads, just a small handful.
Just a handful.
Big up your chest, you know what I mean? It's a mind expanding thing, you know what I mean? To talk about these things while you're on doing that.
It's easy to go on a tangent after a quick conversation. Everyone just starts talking about it. So let's get it back on track, guys.
What does Chubby know about the dual slit experiment or food toy? What's that? What is that?
We know
Well,
about it, you know.
they shine the light
Can you
through it,
explain
and
it?
they thought light travels in waves, but through the dual split experiment, they found out that it can travel in waves and in what's the word?
Particles.
Yeah, particles. So it acts in both. It can act in both ways, waves and particles.
Yeah.
So I think if I'm right, I could be wrong, but if I'm right, it approaches the slits in waves, and then on the other side, it acts more like particles rather than waves.
Yeah, it's the slit I don't like. I hate that word slit. You know,
I find it quite rousing.
I know it's too wasn't.
As Bill Hicks would say, yeah. No, I won't mention Bill Hicks.
We'll call it.
So yeah, what's going on there, Chubby? Your food toy? What's the big deal about this experiment?
Well, they thought light traveled in waves.
Yeah, I mean, didn't someone else figure that out before this experiment that there's particles?
Doesn't this mean that the speed of light is going to change? That's a good. That's a good question. No, the waves and particles travel at the same speed.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, black holes.
I'm not sure. I don't know. I'll go with Henry in this one. I don't know.
What's the crazy thing though? Why is it such a big deal though?
Because it means humans are wrong with what they understanding of reality.
Well, it was Albert Einstein who figured out, he won his Nobel Prize for it, that light is a particle. It's got this weird nature about it. But this was before the dual slit experiment.
Yeah, a lot of people think.
Oh yeah, spooky something or other, wasn't it? Spooky.
Yeah, he said about that.
Guys, a lot of people think Einstein won his Nobel Prize for E equals MC squared, but it wasn't that.
What's the weird thing though, like about this?
It was something else.
The experiment. What is it that makes it such a baffling thing?
It's observed.
I mean, because we know there's photons and then there's waves.
Yeah, it's like I say, it's observation. If you observe it, it changes. Just like the moon doesn't exist until you observe it; it changes shape.
I'm not sure what you're getting at.
Well, basically, what I'm getting at is
We're living in a bunch of light, guys. We're living in light.
that even when it's a particle, it still behaves like a wave in the sense that when you shine, light through these slits, you get the characteristic bands of light. Like there's lines instead of two lines.
Lines.
If you was firing particles through, you'd just see two lines, like other side of the slits. But you fire through, lots of light. So it's like a wave. You get the interference pattern because waves interfere as they emerge. Hang on, for fuck's sake, Tubby.
We've already said
waves interfere with each other as they emerge from the other side of the slits. They come out in semicircles and they're like ripples, and the crests add up and the troughs and the crests cancel. So you get, when they hit the screen, the detector screen, you get lines.
Yeah, multiple lines instead of two.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah, and so that proves it's a wave. But this is the real kick. This is the kicker. When you turn down the intensity, so it's just one photon at a time, you get it getting detected one spot at a time. Like, and you'd think, okay, it's going to be two lines.
Okay,
it's two. Hang on, and it's single particles, boom, like billiard balls, and they get detected, ding, and then it lights up. And so, but what happens over time? Each dot at a time, bing, it gets detected. It builds up the same pattern. It's a wave. Like the single particles are going through both slits at the same time.
Yeah. I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Particle is going through both because you can't get that pattern unless it's going through both and interfering with itself. You can't do it. You would expect two lines, but even one at a time. The dots.
This before,
and so that's but that's what I thought.
Oh, Kringle, you've been talking for the last 10 minutes. Give us a chance, will you?
No, I ain't. But there you go.
Well, 5.
Yeah,
I think
the end of it, though, Chubby. These things need it. None of you got to it, but this is what's baffling. So. Each particle is going through both slits at the same time.
Yeah, it's very interesting. It's extremely interesting.
But when you try to measure, right, you put a detector by the slits. You say, okay, then you can't trick me. Like, we'll see which one it goes through. Then when you fire them through, it seems to collapse the wave, and then you get two lines.
How many times can you explain the
same? No, but you missed out a major bit of it. That single particles are going through both at the same time.
He's on speed, guys. This is what drugs do.
Oh, Chubby. Right, okay. Go on, I've finished.
Thank fuck for that.
Well, you don't like it when I get going, and you don't like it. You don't like it. I know you don't, Chubby, for some reason.
I love you, Kringle. Big time.
No, you always do this, though. When I, try to explain what I think about it, you say, "Oh, shut up, change your subject." Yeah, you do that, Chubby. Come on.
I give you a good 5 or 10.
Almost like your attention span is that of a fly.
There's other people here.
It's almost like, hang on, your attention span is that of a fly, and when it gets a little bit past about 1 minute, you start going, no, shut him up. Honestly, anyway, I'm just going to make a cup of tea.
Kringle's attention span is as big as an elephant's. I'm a fly to Kringle compared to Kringle, because Kringle is a real professor. And I hate to tell him to shut up, but when he goes on for like 5-10 minutes, let other people speak, Kringle. You know what I mean? That's all it is.
No, I see what you're saying, but I was kind of interested in what he was saying. I thought he was making a point. He was making the whole point,
Well, he should have just done it briefly, you know what I mean? We're not on here, on these panels, where we don't want to say War and Peace. I could tell you in my book about 100 pages of chat. I'd read it all out. You know, sooner or later, 1 year ago, just shut the fuck up, will you? You've had your chance. You know, I mean, that's all I did with Kringle. I like. He's very good guy. He's off his tits, obviously. He's chewing his jaw.
No, I see what you're saying, but at that time, on that point, I would have liked to hear it all from him. The whole thing. I was interested in it.
Well, even after we spoke for like, I said 10 minutes. It felt like 10 minutes to me.
Yeah, because I don't think he could have explained it any less. I mean, you could, but
nah, but Foot Eye, you've got other panel guests on, you know. What I mean?
yeah, that's true. But it's a pretty interesting subject, right?
Yeah, it was me who brought it up. I asked the questions.
I've got something in my throat and I can't get fucking rid of it. What the fuck? Sorry. It's whenever I put cream in my coffee, I get that fucking thing in the back of my throat for some reason.
Hello.
Evening.
There's a favour, man. How's it going?
Men, there's a
Good evening.
have a nose in your strike sheet. See if I've been struck for playing your channel.
What's that?
Hold on, give us a minute.
Have a
Fucking
look in
hell.
my studio.
Yeah. Have I been struck by your shit? for playing?
Probably not. I haven't been in my studio. I'll go in my studio now and have a look.
Whoever knows. It might have been automated shit. Just saying. I played a bit of your channel and put the link up before, and I've been struck for community guidelines playing other people's third-party shit.
Let me go in the studio a minute.
It might have been automated shit. Just saying. I don't.
I haven't been on much before.
No, I know, man. Don't worry.
On,
about it. Just asking.
So I do a step analysis.
No matches in my copyright.
Oh, good. It's just some
request
shit from YouTube.
I haven't even got any messages, so no matches.
Just to let you know, the first person I accused was Jamie.
All right.
Yeah.
No.
Analysis side, right? The first thing you said when you came on was, "Hey, Ministry, have I been struck by your shit?" That's amazing.
No, he knows what I mean. Fuck off.
Like he's an isn't it?
Yeah, he
knows what I mean. I'm just checking. I've put in a fucking I've said fuck off. They're all a bunch of cunts.
No, I've been out most of the day, so I haven't even been in the YouTube studio or anything.
It
I've
might
already been on today, so
I know, but it might have been your bollocks, mightn't it? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, it'll let me know first, but I'll go in the copyright and it'll say you've got a copyright match.
It's all big. I think it's because I'm advertising other people and playing their channels, to send people there. Yeah, I think that's what's happened. I'm not sure. It can't be fucking music.
What did they say?
Music. What happened? Well, you got struck.
Third party. Yeah, third party shit.
Yeah.
It can be music.
Yeah, it's probably somebody. Well, I reckon it must be.
You think?
Well, they would. Yeah, they would usually tell you though whose copyright material it is. Who don't want you to share it.
We'll see what happens. I'm playing with it. I've got 7. It was a week at first. Now it's 72 hours before I hear from YouTube. So it doesn't matter. I've just been on Jamie's doing the same bollocks. So I'm not here crying. I'm just here trying to find out what the fuck's going on, if I'm honest. And it's interesting shit.
It's probably music. Yeah, it's probably music.
Do you think?
Yeah.
Was there any music playing on the bit you showed of mine?
Because not everybody allows their content to be shared on YouTube, even if it's on YouTube.
It doesn't
Some
matter.
of them don't.
It doesn't matter. Don't worry about it. I'm here now.
Ministry likes your background, Si.
I know he does. Hey, Min, how's your head? How's it going?
Yeah, all right, man. It was only a mild dose, so I'm quite happy. And
you've got to push it the first time. Find out what they do.
A little bit of mild hallucinating, but nothing really.
I found them very confusing, but I love my hands. These up here, they're very confusing this year. Very confusing, but it's good. I mean,
are you confused? Are you?
I was.
You were, so you're not confused now.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, no matches in my.
Oh well, don't worry about it, man. I'm like I say, I'm only fucking trying to find out shit. That's all. I'm playing with YouTube, aren't I? I'm bound to get fucking struck and shit.
Yeah, there's no need for people getting strikes, you know what I mean, and people getting
I
reported.
think YouTube are doing it as part of the community shit, and people are just blaming each other. I really do. I do.
They've always been doing it, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's all about hatred, you know. It's hatred.
Yeah,
I'm
not worried. I'm not
I want to
worried.
help the dudes.
Just saying.
You know what I mean? I want to help it. I don't want to report it. If I see someone saying or doing something wrong, I say, dude, you should be doing that. I might be able to help you out with this because your mind's all fucked up. You know what I mean? I'm not surprised the way the world is. So maybe as a sensible person myself, I can help you out.
It's getting straight now, Chubby. Just to let you know, the world's getting straight from here on out.
Is it?
Yeah.
I've got any evidence of that, have you, Si?
Yeah.
Go on then.
Look at me. Look at me.
Yeah, he's right, guys. There you go.
There you go.
There you go, Chubby. There's proof.
Yep.
Crinkle. Look at Crinkle. That just goes to show you the deprivation of society that is happening in the world today.
Yep.
Yeah, and they're trying to surveil it all as well, you know.
Proof birds aren't real.
Yeah, Crinkle, I wanted to talk to you about that image you've got on because they do flies now. So they've got fly drones. It's only
cockroaches as well.
Cockroaches have been there for a long time.
I've seen guys.
Yeah.
Dragonflies.
Yeah. They used to have, like robot
The
flies.
technology is so small now. Yeah, they can fit it into ants.
cockroach.
Spy ants will be the next thing you watch.
Well, I think spy spiders would be the best.
Yeah.
Because you can catch and eat the other spy insects and be the only one spying.
Captain
Nathan, come to say
I'd be particularly.
Oh, hang off, Nathan.
Van Nathan.
You know the term. You know the term. I'd love to be a
It's
fly.
all right. I've got one here.
Well, you can be these days if you're in the military. They've got robot flies and that to do surveillance. Yeah, I'd like to land it on Agent X's window and like watch her. You know what I mean? Before she shuts the curtains.
Here's a quick, interesting one for you, right? So they reckon their theory is that we are inside a black hole, and they reckon that the event horizon has the same properties mathematically as the edge of the universe has.
Yeah.
So
okay, Dr. Spock.
no, you know what? I've been watching. Do you know Star Talk? It's Neil deGrasse Tyson's. I've been watching that recently.
Is that lunatic?
It's good. It's good shit, man.
Yeah, I love the way all the conspiracies quoted he's saying when he's like, if anyone can say that we're not living in a simulation, send us the evidence now, and I'll change my mind. Yeah. Well, all right, guys, it's the mathematics, is it?
Oh, that picture just reminded me of something. By the way, right? So, do you know the Mars rovers?
I've never heard of them. Never heard of the Mars rovers. Never heard.
They didn't expect them to last so long, right? And they reckon it's because the dust should have covered them, right? But one of the rovers gets cleaned every year, and they don't know what's cleaning it.
The aliens.
It's the wind as well, isn't it? Apparently, the wind.
Well,
there's a lot of wind on Mars.
That's what I would think, that it would be wind. But you know what? Like when just say there's a lot of dust on your window, wind isn't going to take every bit of dust off, right?
Yeah, I like you.
Sand does a lot of damage in wind.
They still do get very dusty, but like the first ones to go there, one of them, like
you know,
one of them still going. Like that's about 50.
That's what I'm talking about.
They know what the weather was like 7,000 years ago on Earth, and now they're saying they know what the weather's like on Mars. Oh, it's windy.
Well, yeah.
It's windy.
Well, they've
See
got
the
dust.
Can you really like?
Right,
you
there's
see the
dust
plastic
devil
investigation on Mars?
video.
You know?
Yeah, they've recorded video of dust devils on Mars,
What
like
about
little mini
plastic?
tornadoes.
Henry,
Like what?
have you seen the plastic investigation on Mars?
Plastic?
Oh yeah, a bit of
Plastic on Mars.
yeah,
Yeah.
I haven't
yeah,
heard this.
yeah. They say
It was
it's
a full,
from
they had to
the
put in a full investigation onto the plastic found on Mars.
Yeah,
Yeah.
plastic bottles. I dumped them there.
yeah. They
Turns
say
out it was part of the explosive that set off in the beginning that had been
Yeah,
thrown
right.
so many meters away that they'd come across.
yeah,
Yeah,
a
so
fragment. Yeah,
probably
because I doubt the Martians.
I'm
have
just that's how
figured out
deep
how to
they're
make
going. They're
plastic.
finding things that they know are human and investigating
Yeah.
them. It's taken thousands of man hours to
Okay,
investigate
Yeah.
these things.
pesticide.
And it's all detritus that we're spreading on Mars by landing things there already.
Detrius, what's
Yeah,
Detrius?
wait,
but you know what?
Henry, you're not that stupid. We're
But you
Right.
know what?
we're already polluting the surface of Mars, for fuck's sake, you knobhead.
Detritus, I mean detritus.
We're not even there yet. We're
Detrius.
already polluting it.
Are you going to pull me up on a word, Henry, when I'm drunk?
Yes. Yes.
You're a cunt.
Yes.
You're a cunt. I'm just putting that out there. You're a cunt.
Shouldn't speak to him like that. Footeye is a nice guy, you know what I mean?
Check this out,
I
though.
love
Like this parrot knows how to.
I'd love to give Bootoy a big hug if I'm on. Bootoy.
Watch the music, Henry. Watch the music.
I've got a picture of my parrot doing that, man. I had a macaw called Edward.
Edwin McCall.
Did you?
Edward Macaw, yeah.
All right.
No shit. Do you want to see pictures?
Sure.
Yeah.
I can prove it.
Yeah.
You live with me.
Squeeze me a minute.
He was beaten up by a butcher
He was beaten up by a butcher.
from St. Helens
Why?
because the butcher was a cunt.
Oh.
Damn.
That's how he ended up with me. I went and beat the butcher up. I took his parrot.
Nice. Nice one.
Saved him. It's a lovely bird. Hold on, I'll find you a picture. It's all gone quiet.
We're waiting in anticipation.
Oh no, it's going to take me a bit.
Oh,
do, you know, do you know what I had last
Got
week?
too many pictures.
I had 2 vaccines last week. In one arm, I had the booster for COVID. In the other arm, I had the flu shot. I'm starting to feel it, I think.
I've met some stupid people in my life, but have you not even listened to a word we've been saying about all that shit, you know?
No, I go with the science above what people talk about on the internet.
Name one scientist. Name one that you trust.
I was actually.
I go with the science. Not scientists, the science of
Science,
it.
yeah. All right, name one.
Name one what?
Scientist who you trust.
No, I said I go on the science.
What science is that then? Is that what you saw in the media? Yeah, the people who were...
Yeah, well, whatever science I'm going to say, you're going to say, "Oh, that's just propaganda."
No, I'm not saying. I'm saying that they're the guys who profit.
The main thing that convinced me, right, was that the COVID, if you're unvaccinated, the COVID can go into you, mutate, and leave you, go to somebody else, and be a stronger killer than the one before.
Yeah, well,
That's what's convinced me, and that's what I'm thinking.
I respect your opinion.
I was pleasantly surprised to hear Futai talking about that the other day. I can't remember whose panel it was, but you were saying like the real deal. The actual science is there. It's clear.
Yeah, it is. It really is. Like, yeah, but I understand the people who don't trust it, and I know the problem. The problem is the government. People can't trust the government. They're untrustable. They're untrustworthy.
photo.
That's the
I
real
was
issue.
in the government. I did the shit.
And big pharma. and government.
It was me who did it, dude. I was the government at the time.
Big government and big pharma. Like, who's going to trust big pharma? They want you sick because they make more money when you're sick.
I pushed all this shit, you know what I mean? It was me, and that's why
But when it comes to pandemic,
I'm not doing
when
this.
it comes to my actions can possibly kill people, I'm going to go with the action that will lessen that chance every time.
know what, you're welcome to your way of life and your opinion.
That's it. I've had what? I'm on like number 5 fucking booster. I've got nothing wrong with me. Likewise, no blood clots, no nothing. I'm fine. I'm still alive. I'm not fucking some robot of the big pharma. I'm fine. You know what I mean? So it hasn't affected me in a bad way. And I've had all the boosters.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's all right then.
And
I've still got only one head. And I even asked the nurse when she was giving it to me one time. I said to her, a lot of people are saying that you can get blood clots from it and stuff. And she said even like some female contraceptives can give females blood clots.
Yeah. And you still took it then?
So, you know.
Did you still take it? My brother did. You know, he told me.
Of course I take it, yeah, because
he says, he says when they were about to put the needle in, I must tell you that people have been dying from blood clots.
Well, Chubby, it's been proven safe and effective. The numbers don't lie. The statistics.
Yeah, well, guys, we don't want to go into this big COVID.
Well, I'm just saying, man.
Big COVID thing. Yeah. Just do what you feel is best for you. That's it.
Yeah, that's the important thing.
I don't condemn somebody for having a different opinion. That's all.
Yeah, everyone do feel.
Well, the trouble is, the only trouble is, if it was any other drug, who cares, Chubby? Don't take it. Just whatever. But when it affects other people, that's the problem. And vaccines, by the way they work, if you refuse to take them, it affects other people's health. That's the problem. That's the only reason why I've sat here for years saying, trying to explain to people how they work. And if you don't want to get treated for cancer, that's up to you. You can die in agony. Who cares? Because it doesn't affect anyone. Don't take that fucking what the big farmers want to give you. Yeah, they got big Wellington boots, everything.
Yeah, Crinkle, correct me if I'm wrong here, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, because I might be. But as far as I know, right, the delivery system for all these vaccines is basically the same. So
Yes,
all that's different is the virus that's in it. So the flu vaccine is the same heavy metals, the same blah, blah, blah. It's just a different virus.
The platform is identical, and all they've done is change the information in the either DNA or RNA. That's it. mRNA. Well,
so that's it. So if you take the
you know what is really ironic is that some of the most effective cancer vaccines now are based on the mRNA vaccine. So it codes for instead of a spike protein for a virus, a protein that cancer cells express on their surface in, higher numbers than normal cells. That's it. It's just changing the instruction to make a different protein. That's it. He's perfectly correct. There you go.
Yeah, I did put in the chat, does anyone want us to wind Crinkle up? And no one said yes, so I'll just take that as it.
Well, yeah.
So anybody who's against the COVID but will take a flu vaccine, you're not really making sense.
Exactly. And when you go on holiday, when you get bitten by a dog, when you was at school and you had the BCG, it's all based on the same platform. The AstraZeneca one is, for sure.
Yeah.
The mRNA ones are a different platform, but even that is like proven to be one of the most successful things for other diseases. Yeah. And it had decades of research beforehand. It wasn't just made.
Sure, whatever.
Well, yes, it's true though, Si.
It's
People
not
who
true.
deny the
Not
actual
true.
what-
It's not true.
See, this is
It's
what
not
gets on my
true.
nerves.
It's
Well,
not
it is
true.
right. Actually, yes. When
All
you're a
right, let him have
scientist,
a say. Hold on.
It's not
Let him
true.
have a say. Okay, tell us how it's right.
See, this is what
Break
pisses
it
me
down
off
for
about
us.
mongos. Yeah,
I'm
who
not
don't
going to get
understand.
into this. I'm not going to
Yeah,
get
you're
into
a
this.
mongoloid.
I'm not going to get into this. The fact is, we know it's not
Yeah,
true
don't
now,
then.
Henry. No, we know
What?
it's not true, Henry.
What's not true?
What you're talking about?
No, you don't know anything. You're
Okay.
talking shit.
Of course I am.
Well,
Yeah, guys, none of us are scientists.
Right, well,
Sprinkle.
yeah, no, it annoys me though. People who claim they know this and that, and it puts other people's health at risk. You don't fucking know.
Of course it does, Henry.
Yeah, it fucking does.
Of course it does,
Refusing
Henry.
refusing a vaccine in a pandemic, yes,
Yeah.
puts people's lives at risk.
Of course it does.
I
Yes,
have to
it
agree with him.
fucking does.
Sorry. I have to agree with Craig.
Well,
Of course it does, Henry.
all right, well,
done.
I'm sorry, let's
Well done for following the narrative.
Well, hold on.
narrative bullshit.
It's
No,
not the
it's
narrative,
mongos
it's the-
like you who claim, oh, it's all a narrative, anti-vaxxers that put people's real lives in danger. That's why I've been on here arguing at idiots like you, Sam. Sorry, but
Do
you
you know
make
anyone
me
who
an
died? Do
idiot.
you know anyone who died, Henry?
Yes, yes. Someone on these panels, boyfriend, 37 years old. All he was a little bit overweight.
And you know
He
him,
got
do you?
killed.
You know him.
Yes. Yeah,
Yeah.
that blonde bird that was on it, her
You know him.
boyfriend.
You know him.
Yes, no,
Was
not
it
him.
not-
I know
was
her.
it not just somebody on YouTube.
It was his sister's
Well,
boyfriend,
my neighbour, 2 doors down, died of it.
I don't believe you.
Yeah, and I know. Oh, well,
I don't
that
believe
makes
you.
you.
I don't believe you.
Alright.
How's about
All
them?
right then.
I don't
Alright,
believe
alright.
you. How's about that?
Yeah, all right then. We'll
Prove
ask Jay.
it to me.
Jay.
I don't believe you. Prove it.
Guys,
to me.
guys, Cheeky
Right, Jay.
Chop says it made me seriously ill.
Oh,
Let's
fuck.
not,
Right.
let's not argue about
What made him seriously ill? And how can you
We all
prove
got
that?
seriously ill
COVID,
Ah,
I
you
think.
see?
over 4 years. All of us got seriously ill over 4 years. I did. Do you know what? If I'd have gone into hospital, I'd have been dead. And you know I
Oh,
would.
shut up. You're talking
No,
rubbish,
shut the fuck
guy.
up yourself. Shut the fuck up yourself.
You're talking absolute shit. It's
up
people
yourself.
like you
Shut the
that
fuck
are
up yourself.
responsible for
How's
deaths
about
in this
shut the fuck up
country.
yourself? How's
How's
about
about
shut the
shut
fuck up
up,
yourself?
shit?
How's about shut the fuck up yourself?
People like you need to be shut the
How's
fuck
about
up.
shut the fuck up yourself?
Fuck off, you
Is that a good
mongoloid.
answer for your shut the
Yeah,
fuck up?
Yeah,
How's
I'm
about
caring
shut-
about.
Henry,
I care
did
about
you get
other
ill?
people's
Did
health.
you,
No, I don't know if I could take that kind of a rejection.
Henry, did you
Yes.
get ill? Did you get ill, Henry?
from COVID, guys.
Did you get ill, or did you just go and get the jabs anyway, you knobhead?
Let's move on from
All right,
COVID.
all right, all right. Let's ask Jay. He's got an
Exactly, you
opinion.
knobhead. Oh, let's ask Jay, the government fucking knobhead.
If anyone wants
Government knobhead. Right, okay. Wait. Let's see what he's got to say. Jay, I'm talking to some guy called Si. First of all, do you know anything about Si?
No.
Oh, rude boy. Simon? Yeah, I reckon I've heard a bit about him. Word on the street is he's a bit incoherent. Know what I mean? Not the sharpest when it comes to putting his thoughts together. What's going on with Cy then?
Okay, so they're claiming the COVID-19 vaccines were somehow not safe and effective. What do you say? What do you say to that? They're also claiming, yeah, they make you really sick, and like they are spouting an anti-vax message. What kind of damage?
No, hold
did that
on.
do?
You're producing a narrative now, Henry.
Hang on, no, and well,
No,
hang
you
on.
are. I'm not anti-vax.
Well, yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not. I grew up in the 70s and 80s, mate. How
No,
can I be
hang on.
anti-vax?
Anyone who promotes not having a COVID vaccine is anti-vax.
Is it a vaccine?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes. All right. Let's ask
Let's
Jay.
ask
Okay.
Jay. Let's ask Jay
Right.
if it's a vaccine.
Yes. Right. So, Jay, I hope you heard all that conversation. There you go. What do you say about that? Make a few comments for us, please.
Right, listen up, Roo Boy. Those claims about COVID-19 vaccines being unsafe and ineffective, that's a load of bollocks, plain and simple. Vaccines go through rigorous testing in it, and the COVID jabs have been shown
Spider. I'm
proper
shutting down
safe and
screen.
effective.
Hang on, you interrupted him. Carry on, Jay.
Cheers, mate. So, look, pushing that anti-vax narrative, it ain't just a bit of banter. It's downright dangerous, know what I mean? Misinformation like that can lead to people not getting vaccinated, which puts everyone at risk. It's like giving a virus a free pass to spread. So big up your chest, do the right thing, and stick to the facts, yeah?
Okay, so what is the definition of an anti-vaxxer? Even if they've had vaccines as a child, what is an anti-vaxxer? What does that mean?
All right, mate, let me break it down for you. An anti-vaxxer is someone who's dead against vaccines, either rejecting them outright or spreading dodgy info about their safety and effectiveness. Now, even if someone's had their jabs as a kid, if they're now pushing against vaccinations like the COVID-19 jab, they're still playing in the anti-vaxxer field. It ain't about what you had back in the day. It's about your stance on vaccines now. Know what I mean?
Yeah. And so what is the goal of a vaccine, and how is their effectiveness affected?
All right. The goal of a vaccine is to give your immune system a heads up. Like, boy, here's what this nasty virus or bacteria looks like, so you're ready to smash it if it comes knocking. It teaches your body to recognize and fight the real deal without you getting sick. Now, effectiveness, that's about how well the vaccine prevents illness in the real world. It's affected by factors like how strong and long-lasting the immune response is, how many people get vaccinated, and how much the virus changes over time. It ain't just about one thing. It's a whole mix of stuff that determines how well a vaccine does its job. Know what I mean?
So I think Sire was implying that the COVID-19 ones, he was questioning whether or not they're vaccines. Are they vaccines, he said?
All right, Sai's throwing shade, is he? Let's set the record straight. COVID-19 jabs are definitely vaccines. They work by introducing a bit of harmless material, like a blueprint of the virus's spike protein, to your immune system. This way, your body learns to...
But,
All right.
but so do other vaccines.
COVID-19.
Right? Sorry.
No, COVID's a totally different thing. It is.
Yeah, no, COVID-19, but the delivery
So,
system.
Right.
is the same.
It doesn't matter where you take this now.
Sorry, shut up.
COVID is a new experiment. The vaccines that went before are parts of the actual problem. COVID is something that has been implanted. So what they've used to solve the problem is their own idea of the solve. It's not nature's idea. So every other time, so we've had what was the one? We'll go back to the beginning, shall we? The people that were milking cows gave us the things that went against which one, Henry? What was the cows milking? The milkmaids? Which one was it, Henry?
I think you're talking about cowpox and...
There you go. There you go. There you go. So we were inoculated, yeah, with cowpox to go against smallpox and the other ideas that get, and that's what took us there. Okay.
All right.
This is a genetic invention of mankind that we've injected this time.
Right.
Am I wrong?
Guys, I'm gonna call this in a couple of minutes.
All right. So can you answer that, Jay?
And, something to eat. Go on.
All right.
Go on.
Right, here's the deal, straight up. COVID-19 vaccines, like the mRNA ones, are a newer approach, but they're still vaccines. Instead of using...
Fuck off. No, that's bollocks, Henry. I'm sorry. That's
Hang on, let him respond. Let him respond.
Fair play. Carry on, Jay. Sorry, Jay. Carry on.
No worries. Let me finish. These mRNA vaccines give your body the instructions to make a harmless piece of the virus, so your immune system can learn to recognize and fight it off. It's a different method, yeah, but the goal is the same.
I understand your science, Jay, hold on a minute. I understand your science, Jay, but you are speculating on science, Jay. Do you understand the conclusion?
I hear you, Sai, but it ain't speculation. The science behind mRNA vaccines is solid. They've been tested in massive clinical trials and have been shown to be safe and effective.
You know the score here, man.
Wait a second.
Hang
How
on,
the
hang
hell
on.
did they know that was Sai?
You're trying to shut him down. Hang on, you don't
I'm
like to
trying.
hear the answer.
No, I'm trying,
yeah.
man. I'm
Just let him
trying.
finish.
I'm
Jay,
trying,
carry
Henry.
on, Jay. Just carry on. Don't let him shut you down, Jay.
I'll shut the fuck up. I'll shut the fuck up.
Don't let him shut you down, Jay. He knows he's wrong. He's getting proven wrong by you, Jay, and he wants to just talk over you. Right,
Jay,
here we go.
how did you know
Carry
that
on,
was Sai?
Jay. Carry on, Jay. They hate you, Jay, because you're bringing the truth.
I want to know how Jay
Henry,
knew that was
I'm
Sai.
playing the fuck with your toy. Don't get fucking bang me down, man. I'm fucking loving
Shut
this.
up, man. You're talking shit, though,
I'm
bruv,
not.
about
No,
my
I'm not.
topic.
No, I'm not.
This
I'm
is
telling
my
you-
area of speciality.
Henry,
Right,
give
yeah,
me-
you are. You're talking
Henry,
shit. I ain't going to
Henry.
come in
No,
your
I'm
thing
not.
and talk shit
I'm not.
about your
The last-
music.
Hey, shut the fuck up. The last thing I'm doing is
God,
talking shit. I'm
talking
helping
shit.
you out with your fucking shit,
He's
man.
telling you how dangerous
I'm
people like
helping
you
out
can
with
be.
those.
Yeah,
Henry.
you're dangerous to other people's health.
Suck
Yes,
my fucking
misinformation is dangerous. Right,
And
let's
on
ask him.
that note, I'm going to shut down. On that note, I'm going to shut down. Get a coffee and
All
that.
right,
and,
man.
Suck me cock, you know.
enjoy the rest of the night.
Well,
Thanks,
you
thanks
know.
for having me up, man. Have a good
Henry,
one.
No worries,
I
anytime,
tried to
free
fucking
choice.
help you
Anytime.
then. You're a
Have a good
knobhead.
one. See you guys.
Fucking bullshit.
See you on someone else's channel, then, you motherfuckers. Cheers, Min.
In a bit. Well, little impromptu. Nice. Did have to ask the chat to chill a little at the start. Hope no one took offense, but I'm going to get something to eat. Big cup of coffee, and got a massive joint made. And it looks like I'm probably up for most of the night, so I am going to enjoy some other people's streams. And big up everyone who's come in. I know there's a lot of lives on, a lot of big lives. So respect everybody for coming in. Big up Mermaid all day long.